Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today taking flight in the Airbus A321 on a trip from here in Dubrovnik to London Gatwick. It's about 2 hours and 45 minutes of flight time today, and should be a pretty decent little flight. A little bit cloudy on the route today, a few storms, a few bits of rain we may have to fight with, but for the most part should be a more than standard flight. So jump the cockpit, set the aircraft up, and prepare ourselves for our flights today. As the ground service here in Dubrovnik slowly connects their way into the aircraft. Right, let's jump in. Let's get going, shall we? So, batteries come on. We'll align all three navs. The fuel truck has just arrived, so we'll likely be doing the fuel in relatively soon as well. Temperatures all in the middle. Yeah, it's just the usual setup we go for this aeroplane. Activate the crew oxygen supply, arm the emergency lights, strobes come automatic, and nav lights come on. Right there with the POG again. POG. So, officially, this aircraft does not support the A321X cockpits. Unofficially, some people have got it to work. It's kind of hit and miss. For some people it works, some people it doesn't. I'm one of the, I guess, the fortunate few that have managed to get the airplane to work without any issues, but it's hit and miss. Some people it works, some people it doesn't, but fortunately we will be flying with the A321X cockpit today. Right, block fuel today we require for Dubrovnik is £24,832, 24,832. So we'll plug that in. 23, 25, 24, 9. That will do. That's it should do fine as well. Check the clock. We need to hang on. It's live time about 2 minutes. Right, down to the MCU. Let's start programming our flight plan today. So initialization. We are flying from uniform Lima Delta Uniform to Echo Golf Kilo Kilo. Plug that in. Welcome Alejandro, welcome Povax, welcome Jakovic, welcome Sky, welcome Arush, welcome Oggy, welcome everybody else in chat. Funfair, Sanjay, Hichingo, how's it going? Not too bad, not too bad. Standard Sunday morning today. We'll line the IRS since that takes a couple of minutes to get going. Return. Flight number today is Uniform 28518. So I'll plug that in. Cost next today is 5. With a cruising altitude of flights level 340, 34,000 feet. So that's all in. Next page, let's program the zero fuel weight and centre of gravity. So zero fuel weight taken from the sim. Centre of gravity today is 21.7. And our block fuel on board is apologies for that. Very strange. Right, so fuel on board is 11.32 for fuel. And that is that. Right, we'll start loading passengers. We'll get that now boarding. So as always, TFDi designed packs for the passenger boarding. Sim brief does the rest. So Dubrovnik to Gatwick, uniform to 8518, 34,000 feet cruise. Flight time 2 hours 30 minutes. Departure in approximately 25 minutes. Flying an A321 with 221 people on board. It's more than our limit, so let's get a random number generator, shall we? Random number generator, here we go. Between, let's say, 180 and 214. Our new passenger list is 185. 185. So we need to quickly readjust our weights and all that. Hopefully cause any problems. Known statements, no Wi-Fi. Boarding music, I don't think we have any. We do have safety briefing for easyJet. That's a standard. Have got snack service, we don't get meal service. And with that, let's now start the boarding process, shall we? Someone subs on Twitch, sorry. Who was it? What was their name? I do apologise. What was their name? Someone can grab that for me. I'll be sure to thank them properly. Not doing too bad, Gerald. Gab Games, not doing too bad. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chats. Yes, that's the annoying bit. If I've missed someone, I need to get back and thank them properly. When are you doing flight from Porto to Madeira? That was yesterday, Gab Games. We did Porto to Madeira yesterday. Next stream will be this evening, doing the group flight, don't forget. So tune in this evening. Keep it on Discord for the reason all that. And we will talk about it in detail later. Right, let's pick another flight plan today. So, first waypoint is Lastu. There's no SID for our departure today. It's runway 12, straight onto Lastu. From Lastu we fly direct to PACX. Direct to Safa. We then fly on the Uniform Zulu 613 to Ronag. Uniform Lima 613 to D-Dot. Uniform Tango 10 to IVAO. And finally, the Uniform Tango 421 to Kunav, where our flight plan ends. Thank you there, Rob, for the $50 there. Thank you very much. Pog. Seriously, man, you are a star. Thank you very, very much. Every stream, seriously, don't throw your entire life savings at me. I'm not worth it. Into not Kunav. Right, there we go. Inside the flight plan. Check the flight plan's all correct. We'll tell the brightness and also greet our passengers as well. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard to easyJet flight 8518 from here in Dubrovnik to London Gatwick. Flight time today is approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes. A little bit rain on the way out. Things do start to clear up as we head towards London. A bit cloudy over there. The temperature being around 8 degrees centigrade. We hope you enjoy flight easyJet today. If you have any questions, speak cabin crew. I'd advise you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your flights. So we'll send out to the passengers. Brightness, we've all set up. And let's program our departure, shall we? So, we're expecting runway 12 on takeoff, so runway 11. There's no SID, unless there's a Lastu, which hasn't been documented. The answer is no. So, apart from 11, and straight onto Lastu, no SID required. Insert that. That looks fine. I had a look at ChartFox. Unfortunately, ChartFox does not support the Dubrovnik airport, so we'll have to go chartless for now. But later on, we will have the charts for Gatwick, which should do us quite nicely. Not sure about the time for the stream later. That always gets planned. The group flights were a bit of an interesting one to do time-wise, because ultimately, it's kind of just something that it's later on normal streams. It's not like a normal 6-7 PM stream. They usually start a bit later, so that more of my viewers, especially those in Americas, can tune up and fly with us today. So those ones usually get a bit later on, planning-wise. More dragged out, if you know what I mean. Right, so turn the fuel belts on. We'll start the APU and turn the seatbelt sign on. Do remember that the Airbus 321 does not have an interior view, so there's no wing views, I'm afraid. One thing we do miss out on. But for the most part, aircraft flies as it should. See a nice little rainbow falling above the aircraft just there. Visibility is going to be rather hit and miss on our departure today, I must say. I've also got a British Airways and Austrian. Got my easyJets. I've also got an Air Canada 737 as well, apparently on the ground. Yeah, so Arush, I do remember you. Welcome back. Right, next thing, we'll do the performance. So we're using flaps 1 for takeoff. Flex temp is 71, and our V speeds are 136, 137, and 141. Transit altitude is 7,000. Which one's... do you have any departure charts, Brad? Departure charts to the north and west, perhaps? If you've got any of those, that would be well worth looking at. Let's pull the meter off the airport right now. There's no Unicom. I think it's Unicom right now. Yeah, so... you got Montenegro Centre. Dubrovnik is just outside Montenegro. Then we can decide you have 4 aircraft departing Gatwick, and you've got an aircraft departing earlier on, who's currently midway to Strasbourg. But as always, I've dropped the track link in the chat, so if you want to track our flight today, you can do so via the link in the chats. Right, let's program the rest of our flight out. So passenger boarding, we'll go through this in a moment. We now need the weather information. We'll do it from the aircraft since that's the fun way to do it. So Atsu, AOC menu, and let's go to weather request. Agency pushing back, which one was in use? You should have a flight plan for that. It's easy, 6670, it's runway 11 in use. Runway... Actually, we don't even know what airport is at, to be fair. Right, so... request the weather information, we'll wait for that to arrive. 2 states go northwest and into Discord. Let's have a quick look at the charts you got there. Thank you, Brad. So either we could use the nearer departure, nearer 9 Delta, which actually looks pretty good, or the Doput, or let's do Doput 4 Delta, runway 11, I think that is, yes. No, that's the wrong runway. No, there we go. Right, so do we have a nearer departure? If we do, that's what we're going to be using today. Flight plan, departures. So runway 11 via the nearer. No, we don't. Okay, so yeah, there's no departure here, so we'll go straight direct, that's fine. Right, so razor changes, that's all good. What's the biggest airport in Serbia? I'm not sure, if I'm honest with you. I'm not sure, if I'm completely honest. Right, so we'll do a quick check of the flight plan, make sure everything here is lined properly. Should be, I've got no issue with the flight plan today, that looks fine. Into the doors to the UK, and then into Gatwick. Perfect, right. Let's now have a look at the weather here in Dubrovnik. There's some low visibility, which is what we're looking at right now. Receive messages, meter, we'll print that out, and we'll use it for the aircraft setup. Came with the liveries. Wing views, no wing views for this at all, like I say. There's no wing views for the A321. So we'll close you. And have the weather. So it's currently 110 at 11 knot winds, 6,000 meters visibility. It's raining, broken clouds at 900, overcast at 2000, 10 degrees centigrade 2.10, QNH 0, 9 at 9 at 6. So we'll put 9 at 9 at 6 into this. Live weather's different to Unreal weather. Unreal weather's more realistic, I'd say, in terms of the meter information, so we're sticking with the Unreal weather for today. We'll put our cruising altitude to 34,000. Let the aircraft do the climb out for us today. Set you. And that, I think, is pretty much my job entirely done. So we'll activate the AP bleed. We'll turn off the external power. And let's have a look at the passenger itinerary. Let's see if we recognise anybody on board the airplane today. So, any famous names, anybody you may recognise. This is a bit where we look. No names so far. Passengers done.
We're ready to go when you are.
Perfect. Alan Davis. There's an Alan Davies, but not an Alan Davis, who's a TV presenter in the UK.
And 30 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down.
I think that's about it, really.
Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray
Yeah, that's about
tables
it.
and
So,
seat backs are in a
passengers
full
boarded.
upright and
Last
locked
one's getting to their
position
seat
for
now.
departure.
Byron.
Cabin crew, prepare cabin for
Everyone's in
departure.
their seats. Cabin crew doing their checks. We're pushing back in just a couple of minutes. Yeah, so this is the Flyby A321X cockpit inside the A321. Like I say, it's not officially supported, but some people have got it to work, and therefore I'm just one of the lucky few that have managed to get it to work. There's no real tutorial, there's no real kind of trick to it. It's just, it works, or it doesn't work. If there was a surefire way I could actually show you guys, then I'd do it, but unfortunately it's a bit of hit and miss. Right, so we will set up the Unicom now, make sure that everyone is in comms. Departure runway is 11. Flying direct. We'll announce that we're now going to push back, and we'll get the pushback zoomer on that. So beacon lights on, just like ground crews that we are ready for engine push and start. We'll load up the pushback zoomer mod, and as always, we'll go silent then for the next couple of moments as the aircraft, well, when we talk with pushback zoomer, it just starts complicating things, so we'll do it normally. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
Right, so that's how I'm going to get to the aeroplane. Use pushback facing north, because there's an Air Canada there which you have to wait for. So wait for them to clear, and then we'll get ourselves going. So right now we're running at, well, GTX 1660 at the moment. This is a mix of high and ultra graphics. It's a mix of high and ultra. I've had zero problems with the 1660 Microsoft Flight Sim. It does work rather well. So yeah, pushing back facing north. Depart, and it's an immediate right-hand turn. Get ourselves onto our first waypoint today. The voice control system is called Pushback Zoomer. It's a freeware mod available on Flight Sim 2. Pushback Zoomer. So I'll show it off as soon as the aeroplane behind us gets moving. Yes, we are in an airport in Croatia. We're currently flying out of Dubrovnik today. Currently flying out of Dubrovnik. Remember, all mods I use in the streams, I do list out in the description. There, now, taxi, that's just fine. As soon as we know they're gone, we'll then need to gate ourselves. AP's running, quick file check, make sure everything is set up correctly. We'll set you to Tara and automatic, and predictive wind shear to automatic. I think we will turn the weather radar on as well, because the weather right now looking a bit naff, so I'll turn on the weather radar, and we'll have a close eye on that as we depart out today. Ground from flight deck.
Good afternoon. All checks are done, so release parking brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, pushback begins. You may begin starting the engines, Captain.
Thank you for flying with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on
Turn
this aircraft.
facing
A
north.
safety card is in
Sure.
your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted,
Stop pushback.
and released as shown.
Stop
Must be fastened
pushback.
when the seatbelt signs
Okay,
are on.
tell
We
when the
recommend that
parking
you keep
brakes
it
are
fastened
set.
at all
Brakes
times.
set.
Okay,
If the air
sir,
supply fails,
I'll let you
masks
go
will
now.
drop from
Have a
above.
nice flight.
Pull a mask toward want you
Right,
to start the
so
oxygen.
waiting for engine
Put the
1 to
mask over
stabilise.
your nose.
Again, the sounds are fantastic on the MegaPack A321.
Strap.
The sounds
Pull
are
on each side
fantastic
to
in this.
adjust.
Engine 2
Put on
stable,
your
engine
own
1
mask before
starts.
helping others.
The 737
Go flat on
is,
port. Take the life jacket from
what's it
under your
called?
seat.
It's
Put it over your head.
IVAO. It's an
Wrap the
IVAO
tapes around
AI
your waist.
aircraft, so I can't fly that one myself,
Click
but
together.
AI airplanes do have model matching.
Pull the strap to
No,
adjust.
this is certainly not the Airbus A321. This is the freeware MegaPack A321. This is the good one. The other one is the bad one. Wing views, no wing views, as in no wing views on 321.
Light and whistle.
I'm going to wait for engine 1 to start up.
Your tray
Over
table
here, we'll do a
must
quick
now be
flight control
stowed,
check.
armrest
Make sure
down,
everything is
window
active.
blinds open, and seatbelt fastened.
Elevators
We wish you
set.
a pleasant flight with
Ailerons
easyJet.
set. Rudder set. Speed brakes set. Back to engine page. We'll set the speed brakes and lower the flaps down to their number 1 position. Engine 1 is available. We'll kill the starter motor, jump to the overhead panel and switch off the APU. We'll turn on the taxi lights, which don't work on their own, so you have to switch over to takeoff mode so we can actually see the taxi light in front of us. We'll release the parking brake. And again, I'd use wipers, but the wipers don't seem to work at the moment. Fortunately, it's likely part of our minimum flights checklist, so the wipers isn't something that we so much require, unlike a lot of other systems. So, let's get this plane moving, shall we? Not too bad, Panda Players. Not too bad at all. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. Watch our takeoff is there in front of us, but right now we are focused on our own taxi at the moment. We'll make sure that runway 11 is set, that's all fine, and that's how we're taxiing to the runway. Visibility very much not on our side today. Very much not on our side. Let's do our pre-takeoff checklist. So, brakes are set, that's all set. Cabin check, brakes to max, takeoff config set. That's our pre-takeoff checklist is now complete. Afternoon Daniel, how you doing? Afternoon Mr. Flight Simulator, how you both doing? And Hamza. All three of you, welcome to channel, welcome to chats, how you're doing? And Max. There's the departing 737. Just remind us 130. Where is it? 137 rotates. 137 rotates. You download Pushback, how to connect to the sim. There's no connection. You just load it up, Jakovic, and then you ask it. And then there's a. If you check the README, the PDF it comes with, you can do a status check with it. So do the status check and then see if it all connects properly. Any ATC, there's likely going to be ATC during the flight today, so looks like a lot of Eastern Europe is currently, well, the entire UK is online right now, so there's a good chance to get someone in the UK. Potentially get a few in Germany as well, as we continue our flight up north. Europe's pretty good in IVAO. Europe is generally pretty good in IVAO, so definitely something for us to look out for there. I guess runway 11. I don't see an aeroplane holding shorts for the easyJets. Not quite sure why they are. Also, I'll turn on anti-ice since I can imagine this aircraft will likely freeze over. Its ice sensitivity, it's currently at defaults. I've not changed the sensitivity, I've kind of just gotten used to the to default sensitivity. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff. You love the engine sounds. Oh, trust me, gamers. If you love the sound now, you're going to adore the sound on takeoff run. I'll go silent for takeoff run, because trust me, the buzzsaw of the A321 with the TFM56A engines is just sublime. The MegaPack people have done a fantastic job with this aircraft. Highly, highly recommended. What they've done is fantastic. Flight time today is 2 hours and 30 minutes, and then we have our group flight this evening, so do tune into the group flights. It'll be relatively late, flying GA aircraft, not quite sure where just yet. That bit we'll find out shortly. There's an aircraft nearby, another Ryanair, but runway 07 at different airports, nothing for us to watch out for. I'm going to take off into a rainbow today. Right, so a hard shot the runway. Didn't spot a hard shot marker, I must admit. Right, let's announce that we're going to line up takeoff. Turn on the landing lights. That's all set. That's set. Turn to the runway, and let's get going. Cabin is ready. Start pre-takeoff checklist. We're now ready to go. 3 minutes 50 before our expected departure time, so we're currently looking pretty well, pretty much on time right now. But 3 minutes is always good for us to save a bit of time in the air. So, like I say, I'm going to go quiet for this bit, as the buzzsaw in this aeroplane is well worth listening to. Right, engines up 40, onto stable, up to flex. Knots, 100, V1 rotates, positive climb and gear up. Throttle into climb. Aircraft does do that. Give it a moment to adjust. There we go. I'm going to make a right hand turn, get ourselves onto our first waypoint for this flight. Flaps up. Not very much in the way of visibility. You can see the coastline though, see where the trees line the water. Weather pretty red on our radar here. Zoom into 10 miles. Break out of the cloud to pristine blue skies above. It's available on the MegaPack Discord server, Jakovic. Free to download on the deliveries on the MegaPack Discord server. How do we know the direction of the map? Well, I've got the green line right here, which I'm using to follow. So we now level the aircraft off. Switch over to autopilot now, let that do all the hard work. Set, set, and set. At 7,000, we need to switch over to standard altimeter, so 1013. And at 10,000, switch off the landing lights. Well, so far so good. We're out of Dubrovnik, well on my way to London Gatwick. 9,000. $10,000. Landing lights off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet, so you may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is
What you
also
doing
a
on your free
reminder
time
to
other than
keep
making
your
videos?
seatbelt fastened throughout the duration
Watching
of the
YouTube
flight and do
or
not form a line near the lavatory.
Sims on my own, I guess, without any video. I've always enjoyed simming. I don't really do much else, to be fair. Working, basically. Right, so past 10,000, we'll turn off some of the anti-ice as well, since we're now well above the cloud layer, and well above the aircraft from freezing. We'll zoom out on the ND now to the maximum view. Let the aircraft level off, which it's doing. Seatbelt sign comes off, let passengers have their freedoms back. And at this point, well, relax. Continue to climb, and should hopefully land with a couple of minutes to spare. 2 hours 29 minutes to expected arrival. Hopefully we can get there a little bit early if possible. What do you recommend graphics settings? Custom. Custom graphics all the way. Never use the presets. There's always small things you can tweak, which you can adjust for a better flight sim experience. Yes, Calm, welcome back. How you doing? Came down without Discord. Unfortunately not, Radiator. I believe the A321 is limited to the Discord users of the MegaPack people, as it allows them to control their downloads, aka stop people like ABAD from getting into things. How do you get your thumbnails? Screenshots. Just screenshots, ready? They're not generally too difficult to get going. We'll turn off the weather radar now, since we're well above the cloud layers and no longer really require it. But we'll keep an eye out on the system in case aircraft do get close. Make sure that TCAS is set. There'll likely be a few airplanes dotted around behind us, but for the most part, should be relatively clear. Nothing but cloud at the moment. Nothing but cloud. I'm fairly sure when it comes towards the summer, I'll probably just flight again. Hopefully a bit more in terms of visibility to enjoy. I mean, this will be a pretty standard flight. Don't think there'll be too much to go wrong with today. I'm sure PACX will agree that this will be a box standard flight. But one day in the future, I'd certainly like to enjoy the scenery here, because, well, this part of Europe is absolutely stunning at Croatia, and also flying across the coastline, also Italy as well. It's a very, very pretty bit of flight. Country, Dubrovnik is in Croatia. Dubrovnik, it's in the southern regions of Croatia, not too far from the border with Montenegro. Well, yeah, in summer scenery, yeah. Here's the winter, so we do expect a bit of cloud. But I'm sure during the summer things start to brighten up a bit. Do I have a girlfriend? No. Do I study? No. See a bright future for you. Currently just doing work at the moment. Well, working from home, thanks to the lockdown in the UK. You're a Bomber 777 pilot. Very nice, Fatima. Welcome back to the chats. How are you today? Live weather, yes, things layout. We are flying with live weather today. We're using the Unreal Weather add-on for it. Using the live meter. Currently at Dubrovnik. That will change as the flight progresses. This is a very good little add-on, Unreal Weather. Free to download, a bit fiddly set up, but the overall actual weather preset is so much better than the default live weather, I'd say. So much better. Oh, I got a bottle of water as well, Daniel. That's for later. But how's the next 52? Very nice, Charlie. Hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will enjoy it. So if we have a look at the IVAO website, let's see what we're expecting in regards to control later on. So it's 4 hours right now heading to Gatwick. All 4 have now departed. Good chance to speak to France Centre. Very good chance we'll speak to Swanwick Military. That's an interesting frequency, that. Military aircraft only, so we won't be speaking to them because they're not, well, we're not military aircraft, so Interesting. IVAO does support military. IVAO does have its own little Air Force kind of thing, which is actually pretty fun. Pyro, you've got I'm not sure who MRH is. Yeah, it's a military frequency, therefore we won't be tuning to 127.450 later. But France will definitely get to speak to all the way up towards the UK coastline. Gonna increase the speed now up to the maximum we can fly. The reason I do that is because we fly faster, we land early. The earlier we land, the passengers, the more satisfaction we get. And as always, more satisfaction means happier passengers of flights. So, going up a bit. Is IVAO good for newbies? Absolutely, Johan. Absolutely. Controls are very good for the newcomers to Flight Sim. I do like it. I do like IVAO. It's a very good network. Highly recommended. No upcoming streams for ROMC. I get a lot of dislikes, a lot of unhappy people with ROMC. So, I've kind of put that one to bed for now. ROMC was a very unpopular choice for the channel. I play in my own a lot. Especially the ROMC out in London. It's been a long time waiting for that. A long time to finally get it. What's the longest route you've been in real life? Longest flight in real life is London to Athens. That's 4.5 hours. London Luton to Athens. It should have been London to New York in a Boeing 747. Because of COVID, that trip got cancelled. So for now, London to Athens, 4.5 hours. How's life? Not too bad, Garden Data. I'm at home a lot more these days than I normally am. But, not bad. Not too bad. Can you do a tutorial on how to speak to IVAO ATC? I can do it at some stage, James. I had a few requests for that, so, potentially one for the future. Also, I hope this airplane stops. The day Flyby or Microsoft Flight Sim figure out this, aircraft speeding up, thing, I'll be so happy. So happy. I said to the Mach 0.8, I want it to fly Mach 0.8, not Mach 0.95, whatever it was. Also, almost at cruising altitude now, almost at flight level 340. And we'll level off and keep on going. And now we won't go on 747. It's not over yet, Charlie. Lufthansa from next year will be flying to New York from Frankfurt. So I'd like to do a flight from London to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to New York in 747. Would I waste 4 hours to get from London to Frankfurt and then the extra time to get from Frankfurt to London? To New York, sorry. Yes, I would. I'd waste an extra 4 hours to go on 747 both directions, 8 hours total. Come on, aeroplane. You're better than this. Yeah, so flight time is 2 hours and 30 minutes today. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Have you played COD? Nope, haven't played COD, Barlow. That's a bit of turbulence there. A little bit of turbulence there. Stabilizers and no need for seatbelts, but again, keep your eyes on that. Name the website you use yesterday to see the Microsoft Flight Sim updates. It's just the Flight Simulator forum. So if you go to the official flightsimulator.com, scroll down, and you've got your development updates down below. This is literally just the official Flight Simulator website. Click on that, so your updates and all that. They've also announced the next country will be Paris as well. Next country will be France, with the Paris photogrammetry on the way. So next update will be France, which is pretty good. Ooh, actually, the cloud is time to break now. While passing the break, you can get to see some of the scenery down below. Okay, so very pretty out of Europe this. It's the latest version of A321 A321X. Don't know about the A321 version with BP, but this is the latest A321X. This is the latest A321X version. Like I say, it's not officially supported the connects with the A321, but some have it working, some don't. There's no real fixed method, it's just some people it works, some people it doesn't. In my case, it works without any problems. Otherwise, so far so good in the 321, fast flying as it should. Alright, so the engines is an issue with their reflections. Basically, what you're seeing here is a reflection of the engine cowling, because being such a small size, it's, well, it doesn't quite know how to render it. So if that's just a reflection issue. If I turn off reflections, then the glitch should go away. Yeah, I'll rework on some of the model for the 321 MegaPack, so I'm sure in the future that thing will eventually disappear. Getting bored in flight, give us some snacks. Well, snack service is now being handed at the moment. Passengers will get their meals.
For a small charge. Please note that we only accept credit cards.
What was it you get mods from? Flightsim.com or Flightsim.2. Flightsim.com or Flightsim.2 are for mods, so you can either use this website here, the file library. So it gets it from here, or you can get them from here. Dubrovnik's in Croatia. It's in the southern regions of Croatia, not too far from the Montenegro border. Do you recommend easyJet flights? I recommend an easyJet Drawyah. I'm not quite sure about that, Max. I'm flying easyJet right now, so I didn't say that. 737. So the MegaPack 737 has not got a release date yet. The PMDG 737 comes out in Q3 of this year. So between just like July, August, September. So about half of the year, we'll then be expecting to see the release of the PMDG 737. The A321 mod is on the MegaPack Discord server. Liveries MegaPack Discord. Just try to get a link for it. So if you want to download the A321, it's a free mod. You can download it from this website or from this Discord server there. Free to download, well worth taking a look at. Flying on IVAO because of issues with that sim. Gone through it a lot, Garden Data in previous streams. All I'm going to say is that until they respond to my emails, flying on IVAO. New place comes to Microsoft Flight Sim. At some point we'll be joking. There are a few freeware mods at the moment as well. You can download from like Flightsim.2 or the MegaPack Discord server. But as for default planes, not sure at this point. I don't think so. I think the default planes list won't be changing much at this point on. Best after bus touchdown. We should be alright, Diptony. Thank you there, Daniel, for the $2.99. Thank you very much. Supporting channel, you're a star. I'm sure $2.99 is about the cheapest fare you can get on these jet flights. Certainly on Ryanair. In fact, Ryanair, I've seen flights go for about £1.20 from, say, London to Dublin. Ryanair flights are very, very cheap indeed. Either says you're off track. It shouldn't do. No? So the red line is literally just A to B as the crow flies. That's not a track. That's my routing. This is just, so what they're doing is basically flying direct. No waypoints, nothing between. In my case, my routing goes via Lastu, which is over here. Slightly more of a longer route. It should be alright. Who's online? I've got Gatwick Tower online. I hope they're sticking around for a bit. I wonder. .msg them. See if I can get something going. Thank you there to Daniel for the $4.99. Your message has not... well, it's tiny on screen. I've got a separate thing here which gives you the messages, but for some reason it's not updating the messages. Give me a second to find it. Up in your mount because he called you cheap. Seriously, man, don't. Oh, gosh. Sorry. I think the only sim flies with stock ATC, probably Garden Data. Most people do use the IVAO VATSIM route these days, as they are just that bit better, aka so much better than the default option, being able to speak your own voices. Hope to do Project Sunrise. We will do it at some stage, Diptony. We have got plans to do a Project Sunrise stream at some point, don't you worry. I'd say during the summer we'll be more likely doing it rather than the winter. Would you do a flight from Kuala Lumpur to Singapore? Could do at some stage. Trying the new Singapore Mod 2. We'd give it a go. We'd certainly give it a go, Godcall. Any white Xbox controller of Microsoft Flight Sim? Well, it should do. Got one right here. I mean, I only use it really for drone cam these days than anything else, but yeah, Xbox controller should work without any issue on the Flight Sim. Do you have the new Flyby Takeoff law? Yes, I do. Congo? Yes, I do. That's part of the new experimental branch with custom flight dynamics. It's very, very good. The new Flyby is fantastic. And it just gets better and better. Seriously, what they're doing is amazing. This reminds you of the video you took flights to Johannesburg 380. Very nice. Oh yeah, the view looking down out the window. It's a nice view, this. Like I said, there's a guy on my channel who used to chat a bit on the streams. He was like, hey Drawyah, he'd like this kind of camera view. I was like, sure, we'll have a look at it. And it's actually pretty good. I now kind of feature it in as many streams as possible. I don't use a yoke benet, I use a stick. I use the Thrustmaster Hotas Warthog, stick and throttle. Should be pilot Drawyah? I should be, but it's too expensive. Have you had any unexperienced problems with the airplane? Nothing major, Joey. Nothing that's caused too many issues. Or if there is, nothing that we can't change around. Thank you, Sebastian, for £3. Love from Poland. Taranov, interesting. As they're going, Drawyah is north through Flyby to something. You may have got cut up. Let me quickly find the rest of that message. What's it called? It's called Streamlabs. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not doing too bad. I've caught my eye out because, well, you're not too far from where my parents actually are from Poland. It's a small village, which I'm not going to go into. Well, it's more of a township, but yeah, it's only a couple of kilometres away from there. Very close indeed, in southeast Poland. So there was a bit at the end there regarding the Flyby, which got cut off. The question was, is it normal for the Flyby A321 Neo to QFPS a lot? Yes it is, Sebastian, yes it is. Basically, with all the new displays and fancy graphics and all that, it can be quite FPS heavy, because at the end of the day, you now, instead of just simulating a stock aircraft, you now got all new systems, flight dynamics, and small details that now need to be simulated, and therefore you do need to, well, I personally upgraded my RAM for it, but you do have to, slowly build things up. Seriously, I need to restart this chat thing. Love donations. Cheers, Daniel, again. Seriously, stop throwing your life savings at me. He's another 5 times, has he? This is going to be, gee, what's going on there? You've actually, well, first of all, Daniel, you've now just broken my, donations thing. Hopefully they'll, pop up, but, give me a minute. Let's try and fix it. Streamlabs. Give me a moment, I'll fix it. Streamlabs needs to log into dashboard. There we go. I use IVAO, Razvan. IVAO very good for beginners, and also very good for Microsoft Flight Simulator integration. Right, well, there's that one. There's that one, which just popped up. The others are physically broken. I'm actually going to have to reset this thing later. Cheers, Daniel. You've actually managed to break the donation ticker. Great. Can you speak Polish? Nah, mam mówiłem troszkę po polsku. Jak się masz, pilot David? He can speak Polish pretty well. If he's lost in the middle of nowhere, he can communicate. Like I say, I can have a basic conversation in Polish with someone. I'm better at Polish in Poland more than I am here, because in Poland I've got, oh, well, I'm surrounded by the language, and therefore my mind can process it a bit more. Thank you, Brad, for £5. Much appreciated. Pog. Yeah, so in Poland I can get a bit more processes going. Here, when I'm speaking English the entire time, it just gets left behind, but I can have a basic conversation. Yes, Kingslayer, IVAO is free. You can download it from the IVAO website. IVAO will get you the, what's it called? Altitude clients. So this is the download link for the IVAO. Jedziesz mówi po polsku. A, dobra. Gdzie na Polsce ty jesteś? Really random, but do you remember the one time you posted a "We Are Number One" meme? Yeah, that was a long time ago, back when the "We Are Number One" meme was like a big thing. I do remember it. I might even have it still somewhere. I think it was the Robbie Williams hand sanitizer meme I mixed it up with. That guy knew. That guy knew all about what happened last year. Like the video, or next time you fly, you'll run over and die. Seriously, you're getting quite violent there, Max. I'd use a vaccine, Harry, but my account's suspended, and they won't let me fly it. Donation for fixing the donation thing. Seriously, man, stop throwing your life savings at me. There are many more people out there, much more worthy of it. Czym możesz... hang on. Czym możesz... powtórzyć? Get out of my head. Can you... gdzie na Polsce ty jesteś? Gdzie na Polsce ty jesteś? Jak Rzeszów, Lublin, Warszawa, Gdańsk, Szczecin, Łódź, gdzie ty jesteś? Flying to Gatwick, not London City, yes. We are flying to Gatwick, so pretty sure we're not overrunning. We shouldn't overrun. I hope we're not going to overrun. How'd you get suspended? They wouldn't give me a reason, Harry. The official reason is the directors of VATSIM can suspend any user at any time with no notice or reason, something like that. So I've emailed them, and they're telling me that it's just, well, they told me that it's not something I can overturn, and therefore that's kind of the end of that. Is that you, normal username on Gatwick Tower right now? I tried sending you a message on the IVAO thing, but I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but I dropped a message like .msg, what's it, Echo Golf Kilo Kilo Tower. So I asked, was it, will you be on for another 2 hours? But then it just, in that commanded. So what's the message command unless I'm forgetting it? But if it's you there using it, I'm glad you're on the stream. It means that, hopefully we'll get you later on. Uratoval wiele iście rzeki. Oh gosh. My Polish ain't that good. Rzeki stumieno biał jest najlepszy. Nie masz w Polsce, ale moje dziadkowi mieszka i... okej. No, mój mąż jest w Polsku. Jest na Londyn 20 lat. Finish was 20 with the UK. Maybe a bit older. My mama. She's before school. If you like the video, you'll be blessed with Pog. It's always the Pogs with Brad. Might just rename him to Pog King later. Is it .chat, not .msg, it's okay, so it's .chat. Echo Golf Kilo Kilo Tower. Right, okay, I get it now. So it's .chat, not .message. Roger that, I'll remember that. Don't forget, we have got the thing turned on right now, so if you want to send messages, you can do so. Oops, it's the AOC menu I want. That's the AOC menu. So you can send a free text. I am flying as, where are we? Uniform 2 8518. U2 8518. Oh gosh, I think the just went to a foreign dub of Drawyah. Ja też z Polski jestem. Some more games you do know. Wypiłeś już whisky, która też raz na świeca. No jeszcze mam na whisky. Może później będę piwałem. Any idea why, when you launch Pushback Zoom, it says language not installed? I think, Jakovic, you need to have the English United States language pack installed. Same as PACX. If you go to language settings, just install the English United States language, and then it should work without any problems. Text speech is a bit picky sometimes with the language packs. Is there no way to get your vaccine account back? Nope, no way to get my vaccine account back unless someone from vaccine were to contact me regarding it, which I'd say I'd love for them to do that. I don't know, I just want to talk. That's all I want to do. I want to talk. Even if they hold up their ban decision, which I can respect, I just want to talk with them to get a bit more reason why. Because for me, being able to switch between both vaccine and IVAO, I'd love to be able to do that. So, say I fly in Europe with full IVAO coverage, I'll do that. Fly in America for vaccine coverage, I'll do that. I'd love to mix and match between the two, but sadly at this point, it can't be done, so I have to stick to IVAO for now. And don't get me wrong, I like IVAO as a network, and the new Altitude client is fantastic for what it does. It's a great client, easy to use, very fun to go with, and also the model matching, a massive bonus as well. But just having more variety, more choice, I'd love to potentially look at one day in the future, but until Vatsim are willing to chat, there's very little I can really do at this point. Może dobre mówić po polsku, ale tylko twój akcent, no. Mój akcent nie jest bardzo dobry na polsku. Well, I've not actually been to Poland in over a year now. I'm going to do Poland at least once a year, but because of COVID, last year, 2020, didn't go once, which was a shame. No, Jakovic, always have to answer the questions. Favourite subjects in school? ICT or graphic design? Yes, I have got a payware PACX, Tom. Gee, that's turbulence, push that. Seatbelts on. Ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the slight burst there. Yeah, but thanks to better turbulence of high altitude. We'll turn the seatbelt sign on for now as we monitor the turbulence right now. And as always, we highly recommend you keep your seatbelts fastened until otherwise. Alright, so I'll just speak to the passengers regarding the turbulence. That was a bit of a hit there. That was a bit of a hit, I must admit. Flight to Poland, Microsoft Flight to 20. Maybe next weekend, Paybax. Maybe next weekend we'll do like a Krakow to London flights. Mainly, I'm waiting for the Drawyah design Polish airport scenery. Polish airports Volume 1, which usually is Rzeszów, Gdańsk, Lublin, Świdnik, and there's one more airport, Katowice. Those four airports usually come with Polish Airports Volume 1 pack, and that's what I'm mainly waiting for right now. Until Drawyah design can release their Polish airports, then I'll be more happy with going to Poland. I'm sure there's a few good freeway scenery as well, but like I say, Rzeszów I'd very be happy with, because my family's not too far from there. It's the nearest airport we go to every year. To zagrać the MSFS po polsku. No nie wiem, Microsoft Flight Simulator. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe one day we'll do an entirely Polish stream. I'd have to practice my language long before that, but we'll see. Bydgoszcz to Munich is a nice route, find it in so far. That's in the CRJ, isn't it? Lufthansa Cityliner CRJ, because I know they do a few Poland to Munich flights. Well, Rzeszów, Jasionka being another flight to do in the CRJ. When you're in Poland, does it really seem like a third world country or a typical British guy? It's a different experience for certain, especially because, like I say, we're going to my family from one of the smaller villages, towns that are, I guess they're more modern in regards to where a lot of it comes from, but a lot of people there, being of the old generation, very much have their holding of the old Soviet Union, so it can be a different experience for certain. It's not like when I go to it's not like Warsaw. Warsaw's a very modern, I guess more western city these days, but a lot of smaller villages do have a lot of their eastern links intact, and yeah, it's a very different experience, but I enjoy it. It's out in the countryside, surrounded by nothing but field. It can be very fun. Okay, well, bye Galvin. One subscriber, I don't think it's caused too many problems. What made you like flight sims? I've enjoyed flying Kingslayer. I've always enjoyed flying, I've always enjoyed going on an adventure, and so with flight sims, it's just a way to see other parts of the world without having to leave my own room, really. Może polecieć z Warszawy do Tokio? Nie będę. Na lot 787? Maybe one day I'll do a Warsaw to Tokyo. Why messages coming so late? I'm not sure, PACX. There can be a bit of a delay sometimes. Make sure that you're also up to date on the stream. Live stream is playing Microsoft Flight Sim, just practicing circuits in the Cessna at the moment. Do they have controls yet? No controls yet, no. And tyre smoke sometimes when landing. Not every time, but there is some light tyre smoke that sometimes appear. Your first one was FSX. My first flight sim was FS 2004, personally. CPU graphics card, I'm using an i7 1600 processor with a GTX 1660 graphics card, and that's combined with 32 gigs of RAM. So the message 10 minutes ago, just coming up now. Okay, that is a bit of a delay then. Lotovski Dreamliner, lat Warszawa do Tokyo. Okay, okay. Do we have this at the Tower 787? Hang on. Give me a moment. Flyboy, I need a MegaPack quickly. So it's Flyboy, Liveries MegaPack Manager. There we go. Available liveries for the Boeing 787. Lot Polish Airlines. Man. Mam Dreamliner. Jak długi jest lot na Warszawę do Tokio? Jak długi jest? Widzę i powodzenia z lądowaniem na Gatwick. Pa Dawid, do widzenia. Do widzenia. Jeez, this wind is horrible. I do not like it. I'm glad I've got seatbelt sign on right now, but that's the third time we've had a couple of just sudden bursts of wind that have really forced the aircraft off its alignments. Do you need Danish? No. Danish I can't speak, I'm afraid. I can speak English natively, Polish is a second language, avec la français, bonjour ça va, comment t'appelles-tu? So I could do, because I studied French at school for so many years, so while my French is not great, if I spent like a day or two just practicing solid French, I could probably get a basic conversation up in that. Thank you, Diego, for the 1290 pen. What language is that? Pen. Currency is that? Pen. It's the Peruvian Nuvo. Very nice. Well, cheers to that, Daniel. Much appreciated. So I speak Polish French as like a very basic elementary third language, and then also Puhum Sormeya, Mita Kulu. Very basic Finnish, like maybe 20 word vocabulary, but I don't know. Finnish language I'd like to explore a bit more in the future. Originally Polish. My mother's Polish, so I learned it through my mother's side of the family. Does FS 2004 have a bunch of add-ons? It does have add-ons, Joel. They're not the most up-to-date, but FS 2004 does have add-ons. Is it very annoying when we speak Polish? Just wondering. Like I say, my Polish isn't great, so I'm half the time in my mind having to process what you guys are saying. Translate it to English, translate it back to Polish, and then say. But it's a slower conversation, but I wouldn't say annoying by any means. Not sure about Vasim McConnell. I'm using IVAO right now. Contrails, not yet, Kingslayer. Not yet. They're coming in the future, but for now, contrails are not in Microsoft Flight Sim. Welcome, JK Jets, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, for the chat. We'll turn the seatbelt sign off now, since we've seemed to have passed the majority of the heavy turbulence. Give passengers their freedoms back once again. Zwodziesz kiedyś jakaś polska linia kolejowa w Nimby Rails? Polish line Nimby Rails. Mówię, na Warszawa, na Rzeszów, na Katowice, na Kraków. Nie, może. Na Nimby Rails mam na... I'm trying to think of the trains now. Nimby Rails mam na Pendolino, no nie wiem. I na... co jest? Na EP... was it EP... what's the train? The EP37, EP... hang on. EP03 na EP03 na pociągie. Na 07? Na 07. To jest na... lokomotyw na lubiłem. For those who don't know in English, so this is the Polish EP07 locomotive. It's it used to be the main intercity passenger train. It's now a lot more doing freight these days, but probably one of my favourite locos in the world. It's such a rugged, old school, old-fashioned train. It's actually based on British locomotives. So the EU07 train, look here, I can't remember the class. It's like a 08 something. Is it based off of the so it's based off the class 83, that's it. So this is what it's based off in Poland. It's a very fun, rugged little loco, the 07. As you'll find to Gatwick in next stream, it should be a train from Gatwick to London and then fly away to any London airports. Well, flying to Gatwick on this stream, Mohawk. Not next stream, it's flying to Gatwick on this stream. Welcome, Thomas, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. How are you today? How are you? The A321 does not work well because the cockpit lights are stuck on. You sure? I think I can turn them on and off. That's brightness there. That's backlighting. They seem to work for me. Integrated lights, yeah. Turn them on. Turn them off. Same as dome lights. Turn them on. Turn them, click spots, off. Yeah, I've got no issues with the lights. So the EP07 is passenger. EU07. That's it. Sorry, you are right because the EU07's got a slightly different transmission with the. Yeah, it's got a different, slightly different transition, which is more based for freight. So it's bimodal. The EU07 EP. You are right. Sorry, is passenger only. But they're replacing them now. They're replacing them with Euro Sprinters. What version of A321 using? I'm not sure which version specifically the A321, but it is a working A321 from the MegaPack, combined with the what's it called? The Canadian mods cockpits. I know what guinea pig is, Max. I know what guinea pig is. And they're also very delicious out in Morocco. Do you recommend the X56 or flight something? I've got no issues with the X56. I've not used it myself, but I have heard good things with it. So the other one should be all right. Oh, the button lights. That's issue with the cockpit aviation geeks. If you're in the A321X, basically, like I say, for some people the A321X cockpit works fine. For others, it's broken. So if it's broken for you, I'm afraid what you can do is delete the A321X mod for it. Może polecieć na Pekino Pyongyangu Air Koryo? Nie, nie będę latał na Air Koryo. For me, with Air Koryo, it's one of those things that, I mean, they've got fantastic real aircraft, don't get me wrong, but by going to North Korea, you're directly funding the government over there, which is not something I particularly want to do, so maybe in the future, when they open up a bit, but as much as I'd love to do a aviation tour of North Korea, I'm not going to fund them directly. Can you use this mod alongside the 320 Neo? Yes you can, Alex. You can use this mod alongside the default 320 without any problems. Logitech Video Pro is great value for me, very nice. Also, I use the Thrustmaster Hotas Warthog. It's a very, very high quality bit of kit. It's not cheap, but very recommended. I can download the 321. You can download it from the Liveries MegaPack Discord server. So it's not Liveries MegaPack anymore, sorry, it's just the MegaPack Discord server. They dropped the liveries because they now do aeroplanes as well. But that's a link for it. That's where you can download the aeroplane. How do you not get the airplane nose to pitch up and cruise? I'm not doing anything special, this is just how the aircraft flies. You understand polite language, nice correct, how are you? Not too bad, Lucas, not too bad. So far, so good. How are you today? When stream to Gatwick, next stream, go to Gatwick and train sim to London, fly from London City, potentially fly to Edinburgh, train to 21. The thing with London City at the moment, Mohawk, is that Microsoft Flight Sim doesn't have an aeroplane that's capable of flying into London City, apart from perhaps private jet or GA. The A320 Neo, 321 in this case, the 747 and 787, they're not rated for London City due to the steep approach requirements. So, if it was working, we would, but until maybe the CRJ when that comes out, so that's going to improve things. But we'll have to wait and see. Have we got updates on the IVAO map? So that I believe is us. Yes, it is. There is an A320 behind us, Easy6670. They're also found Gatwick. Behind that is Speedbird 318, and then there's one more aeroplane that should be somewhere, unless it disconnected. Okay, there was one more plane going to Gatwick, but they have disconnected. Yeah, there's only 3, so one of them is disconnected. Welcome, George. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. How are you today? Have got to work on the Drawyah. Random luck, Toby. Random luck. So for some people it works, other people it doesn't. There's no real trick to it. It's just it works or it doesn't. I'm running the latest version of the A321X, the dev version, by the way, and copy-wise it seems to work no problem. If there was a surefire way where I could guarantee it working, I'd do a tutorial on it. But unfortunately, as I can't repeat it every time, it just works or it doesn't. It just works or it doesn't. Using IVAO, Joshua. We're flying on IVAO. On Thrustmaster's website it says $3.99 for the Warthog. Anyone can get it a little cheaper. That's about the right price, Air Trooper. $3.99 is about the right price. If I find it second hand, then you can probably get it a little bit cheaper, but with the shortage of sticks at the moment, most of them actually getting more expensive than brand new price. How do you know if it doesn't work as it works for you too? Like I say, Wikiswatchers, for some people it works, for others it doesn't. It's like a lottery. It works or it doesn't. About maybe 30% of people has it working, 70% of it failing. There's no trick to it, there's no magic key, there's no config you can change, it's just it works or it doesn't work. No middle ground, I'm afraid, but I don't know, I've got no issues with it. It's very fun at aircrafts. Sebastian, £5. Is £5 enough for you to have a little shot of whiskey? Nothing from you again. Yes. Hopefully that's going to cause us too many problems later. You guys are all horrible, horrible people. Bad influences you are. Can't see CRJ come out. Yes, the CRJ from Aerosoft will be fantastic for the feature. Very excited for that one. What graphics settings are in the clouds? This is running clouds at high, I believe. Not ultra, these are high clouds. And using a mod, the Unreal Weather add-on for the live weather meter. So it's modded clouds, well, default clouds at high with modded weather. Let's all be drunk for the group flights. Let's go. Love you so much, Sebastian. There he is, the hashtag fame machine. Wish I had the A320C or A321 Neo. Maybe one day in the future, Toby. It does work well. Changing the engines out and changing the winglets, that's mainly differences. Also, the A321 has got a few more exit options as well, due to the higher exit limitation, but I'm sure potentially in the future we'll see. Is it single malt? Blended Scotch. Blended Scotch. Famous grouse. Gonna crash. What have you done, Thomas? Pato streamer, copy and Zivor latać samolotowym. Zobacz video. For those who don't understand, live streamer drinking while flying aeroplane. Watch video. You've gotten the gone wrong. We're in 2021. Nora's Aviation Geek. Will we get Helsinki sometime soon? When a mod comes for it, Sloth, we will do. When a mod comes for it. There's currently a mod for the developer I can't remember the name of. It's not a very good POS scenery, if I'm going to be completely honest. If they update it, I'd give it a try, but it basically looks like default terminal buildings with ground texture that's a different colour to the rest of the world. So you have a dark green Finland with a bright green Helsinki airport. It doesn't look good in my opinion, so if they update it and when they update it, I'll look into the future. But for now, I don't think we're doing Helsinki just yet. I'd love to see the Aerosoft Mega Airport Helsinki transported across. If we can get Mega Airport Helsinki from Aerosoft, that will be the big one for me. If you've never played a sim and you're playing with a keyboard, do you advise? Get yourself an Xbox controller, George. It's possible to fly on keyboard. I don't recommend it, but if you can get yourself a cheap Xbox controller or something, it's much better than just flying on a keyboard on its own. Yes, Toby, I do have Pilot Plus Southend. It's a very good scenery. Highly recommended. The developer gave me a copy of that a couple of weeks ago to enjoy. Recreating a Big Mac from the bottom out of McDonald's. Been a little while. Hashtag Swiss001 coming into the chat now. There's one already released. Soft Power. Let me drop you a link. Let me have a look at it. I want to drop a link. It's Just Sims Helsinki. There we go. I looked at it on FS Elite. So while it loads, how are we doing for ATC? So there's a good chance we're speaking to these guys soon. Swiss Centre. It's pretty good coverage. Rest of the flight actually. So we'll talk to ATC soon. So this is the Payware Helsinki Airport. Hang on, sim market for €22. I mean, the terminal building, like, I don't know. It looks like the default terminal building with a few fancy logos stuck around. Do they have they get low resolution textures as well? And do they have a screenshot of the airport from above at daytime? If not, I'll try and find a screenshot I looked at before. No, they don't. YouTube. Simwings Helsinki. It's Aerosoft's. I can't find it. There we go. This is it. You can see it's a different colour to the rest of the world. It just, I don't know, I'm very mixed by it. So I'd love to see them update it in the future to get a slightly better quality out of it. Because Helsinki I absolutely adore. It's a fantastic airport, probably one of my favourites in real life. It's not a terrible scenery by any means, but it just, I don't know, look. The random differences in colour and... Not for me, not for me. See, it's dark ground, all of a sudden light green again. There the texture doesn't even match up, it just changes. If they updated it and fixed it, then I'd almost certainly pick it up. But until then, it just doesn't look good for me. How's the flight? 2 hours and 45 minutes. Nine's 2 hours and 45 minutes. Extend 321. It's on the MegaPack Discord server. You can download it from this Discord server here. Yes, easyJet now only have the A321 Neo. They retired their CEOs a couple of weeks ago for the Neo's A321, but I'm not fussing. It's Microsoft Flight Sim. It's as close as it gets. Now, if you just flight from Perth, Microsoft Flight Sim, at some point we will do, Rory. At some point we will do. Do you have a ground scenery pack? What do you mean by ground scenery pack, Aviation Geek? What do you mean by ground scenery pack? It's best in default lol, wait for airsoft. Like I said, I'm waiting for the airsoft Helsinki, definitely. There's no Active Sky for Microsoft Flight Sim UV Boss. Active Sky is not yet released, so no, I'm not using Active Sky. So I did the Inca Trail, that'd be interesting once we recreate Diego. That would be interesting once we recreate. Are all the flight times the same rules of life? Yes, George, flight times are the same in Sim as they are in real life. The speeds, the size of the world, everything's 1-to-1 scale. Hi Drawyah streamer, cheers Malfufi, how you doing? Welcome channel to chats. When we're going to land, ETA 1601 Zulu, so around 1601 I'd say. 1 hour and 10 minutes. I'm going to ignore you, Reinhard, as I'm not going to show to you. How can you do streams every weekend? You can never have this much effort. I mean, I flight sim regardless every weekend. Whether I stream it or not, that's a different question, but I've always enjoyed flight sim. I'll do it every single weekend as long as I'm enjoying it. Nope, I'm not using Valenta. I'm not in the beta. I'd like to though. I'd certainly like to when it comes out. Because also it is THC. Microsoft Flight Sim is a fantastic platform. Thoroughly enjoying it so far. easyJet did have A321 at one point. They had 6 of them, I think. They had 6 6 A321s. No XBA, full white livery logo. I'm sure they had more. I'm sure they had more. easyJet Air Fleets. Let's have a look. A321 200s, they had 9 in total. They had 9 historically. Is it public? I thought it was early access. Okay, in that case, I'm downloading tonight. They released it yesterday. Okay, right, that's fantastic. I know I'm downloading tonight for sure. Kind of flying from Papa to Michael, very nice entity. Enjoy your flights. Will you pick up the quality wing 787 when it comes out? Yes, I definitely will do. Quarter 2. That's quite an early one. Very nice. How do you know the A321? It's not an A321 Neo, rather it's an A321 CEO. Available on Discord here. You tell it's a CEO because it's got the CFM 56A engines rather than LEAP 1As, and also it's got the old wingtip fences rather than sharklets. So this is an A321 CEO, not a Neo. Can you fight 787 again? Not sure if this weekend, Reinhardt. Well, definitely not this weekend. Next weekend, if I do a long haul, maybe it'll be a 747. Not sure yet. Not sure. I know that at some stage I will be doing a flight between Warsaw and Tokyo. I had a few requests for that, so Warsaw and Tokyo will likely do at some stage. But we'll see about next 787 flights. It'll likely be that one though. Do you like Dusseldorf Airport add-on? I don't have it, Diego, so I can't say. If I don't own an add-on, I'll likely not go into much detail about it, but I don't know. If it's worth it, I might pick it up. Question for the A321, does your MCDU say 20 or 21? It says A320, Toby. It does say A320. Where is it? So it says LEAP 1As rather than CFMs, and it's an A320-200, not an A321-200. So it does have sorry, 100, not 200. Yeah, not the exact FMS. Are flight times adjustable so not the same from real life? Yes, George. they are adjustable, so if you want to speed it up, you can speed it up. Also, if you use the inbuilt flight planner rather than the sim brief, you can jump to different parts of the flight. So if you want to go straight to top of descent, you can do that. As I don't have a flight plan set, it's not going to appear, but if you use the in-sim flight planner, you can then jump to later stages and take over from the rest of the flights. How do you use the F2 in your cockpit? Yours doesn't work properly, so like I say, if you got the A321X mod, then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just a random pot luck, random lottery. It's about 70% don't work, 30% do work. If it doesn't work, just delete your A321X mod ARB temporarily. I don't think clouds look bad, Ian. I disagree. Compared this to FSX or P3 or X-Plane clouds, this is so much better than previous sims. So much better. So A321 is taking control. Project MegaPack changed. Oh, did the MegaPack people change it? Did they? 321. Fair enough. I guess that's one of the downsides using the mod. It's not quite up to date, but I don't know. I like having the extra features. Longest flight in Microsoft Flight Sim was probably the flight I did from Frankfurt to San Juan in Argentina, Germany to Argentina, and the 747-8 Lufthansa colours. Can you do a 3 to 4 hour flights? At some point we will do Reinhard, at some point. Again, not this weekend though, maybe next weekend. Would you land... We did right hand seat last stream, Diego. Today we're flying left hand seats. Could I connect your Xbox controls to PC, or do you have to download the game on console? Well, first of all, George, no need for block capitals. Second of all, yes, you can connect Xbox to your PC, that's no problem. Again, I'm doing it right now. Let's contact Swiss Control 128050, and let's get ourselves on ATC 128050. Inbound Argax.
KLM 164, we have reached taxi.
KLM 164, Ryan November, Foxtrot, Inner and Alpha, to holding position open for 2.
Fire November, Foxtrot, Inner and Alpha, holding port runway 28, KLM 164.
Hello, Swiss Control, this is Easy 8518 at flight level 340 inbound Arbax.
Easy 8518, Radar hello, Squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Easy 8518. Oops.
Hi there, good afternoon, flying Nano 6250 with you, climbing flight level 36.
So now just Squawk 1000.
Radar hello, identified, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360 for Easy 8518. So we're told to step up to 36,000 now. Continue on the rest of flights. How can you join the group flights? If you're on my Discord server, Density, just keep an eye out on the announcements page where I'm putting in the flights route. So keep an eye out on announcements, and there I'll then put in the flights information. How are you doing? Not too bad, Panda? Not too bad at all. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. A little bit windy, but the aircraft is landing at no problem. When you go live, like I say, I haven't got the time yet for the group flights, but I'm sure it won't take us too long to get it all planned out. Again, need to adjust the speed there as the aircraft just goes way too fast for no apparent reason.
Correct 2 bed of flying Nano to 62350.
Save it to your community folder, best gamer. Save it to your community folder. So if I go to my sim quickly, so C games, so Microsoft Flight Simulator community, and then download your A321 and just paste it into your community folder, AMP A321. PC specs in the description, Panda. I'm running an i7 1600 processor, 32 gigs of RAM, and a GTX 1660 graphics card. Popping some gin cockpit for
runway
the
1
flight.
provocated, Skybatic 027.
Skybatic 027, taxi via Hotel and Juliet, hold short of runway 28.
I need to steady up and down a bit. Just goes way too fast, way too fast. So we're listening out for easy course line ATC right now. Currently playing over Swiss control, and they will likely now give us ATC throughout the rest of the flight. So Swiss control, well, there might be a gap here in south of Germany. Then so that's France. So South France, go to Paris control. Paris control into London control. And London control into Gatwick Tower. Well, then getting the clearance to land. ATC slowly comes to life now. So far, so good. Yes, Reinhard, I'm using the controller. I'm using the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. HOTAS Warthog stick and throttle.
Director Dina, thank you sir. You're on contact mic.
Upcoming DLCN on motor slider for PMDG 737. The PMDG 737 by a long stretch. Just raise the volume on the ATC a bit, so I can hear a bit clearer. Haggatune Drawyah, what do you think about the Thrustmaster Airbus edition? I've used the throttle, Trojan. My brother has the throttle, so I've used the throttle. I like it a lot. The stick, not used it, but I've used the predecessor, the T61000M. Again, very good stick. Trust me, what Thrustmasters do, their kit is usually very, very high standard. So if it's got a Thrustmaster name on it, I do recommend it. This is IVAO, Galaxy. This is IVAO. Is it worth upgrading your RAM from 16 to 32? I'd say so, Kingslayer. I used to be on 16, upgrade to 32. Sim runs so much smoother now. Much less frame rate issue.
Unicom fueling 5 Echo Ade.
Holding short runway 28 is Skybatic 027.
Skybatic 027, correction on taxiway Juliet cross runway 28.
Flaps are down. Not gonna happen, Luke. Not gonna happen.
Thank you very much. Crossing runway 28, gate of my choice. Thank you very much for radar service. Have a good day. Bye bye.
KLM 164, line up runway 28 and wait 1 traffic crossing the runway.
Line up runway 28, KLM 164.
Look at the passengers this time. It's relatively standard, 94%. Everyone's currently seated. Some seatbelts on, some seatbelts off. For the most part, passengers seem to be right.
Fox X-ray Tango 300, we are ready to copy the clearance.
Nope, not doing barrel either. To be fair, it's impossible to barrel on this A320 because of the fly-by-wire. Fly-by-wire limits your bank angle, and therefore it limits your aeroplane to 40 degrees. Any more than that, the aircraft will refuse to turn. Also to call for an easyJet, one day we can do Aviation Geek.
Yeah, Fox
one day we certainly can do.
300, the wind is cold. What is your preferred runway?
Not sure what Air Troop about crashes desktop.
We do not have a preferred runway for Fox X-ray Tango 300.
Virgin, it's gonna be the runway 03. Hello. Yeah. Check your flight plan. Check your routing, especially, please.
Currently flying airline only, that's right for HOTAS. If there's any significant difference between the Airbus version HOTAS and joining the aircraft, the stick.
Roger, departure runway 03
I mean,
with Scanman.
the Airbus stick is a stick at the end of the day, so there's no real major differences. It's all a flight stick. It's all a flight stick.
KLM 164, confirm ready.
We are ready, KLM 164.
Not the other one out, we'd like an A340 for Microsoft Flight Sim.
KLM 164.
A340 is pretty good. An A340 would be pretty good for Microsoft Flight Sim.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28, KLM 164, thank you.
Yeah, the A321, then need deliveries. You can download deliveries from the FlightSim.2 website. Play the game up. I'll get you a link for that.
0218, radar hello, 41 down.
You can get deliveries from here. Hang on.
Radar good day, Delta Foxtrot Oscar Delta, flight level 300 inbound Italy.
I'm waiting for a high quality Helsinki first actually, then I'll do a bit more thin air flights. Once we get to high quality Helsinki, then I'll fly a bit more thin air.
290 is fine and direct bailout, Delta Foxtrot Oscar Delta. Let's see.
Folder, put it in the community folder, load the game up, stick it in the community folder just like the aeroplane. Same place, same time. Have you ever thought about doing short American flights? I do time to time, Ryan, sorry. I do short flights in America, time to time as well.
Level 120, KLM 164.
FPS difference between 16 gigs and 32 gigs. Not so much an FPS difference, Kingslayer, but less stuttering. So the frame rate is now a lot smoother, and there's a lot less pauses every few moments.
Eurowings 15 Mike, can you please repeat? Eurowings 15 Mike, expect to be leveled over the Dina, flight level 190, report ready for descent.
So we'll be descending in about 50 minutes at this point. 50 minutes to descent, 1 hour and 20 minutes until we expect a landing at Gatwick. There's the other easyJet heading to Gatwick right now, 6670. Observing that's in Heathrow, and instead of reading back Squawk whatever, he said the magic numbers. Oh right, okay.
Eurowings 15 Mike, ready for descent to flight level 19090. Eurowings 15 Mike.
When's you coming? Not sure yet, Alex. Soon is the answer I can say. I'm currently about 250 in the queue to get it. So there's 250 people before me getting their card before I'll be picking it up myself. Welcome Clyde, how you doing? Welcome to the chats. How are you doing today?
Keeper 318, direct to Lima, Uniform
Lima. How do you reinstall Microsoft Flight Sim from the Microsoft Store? So if you head to the installer, just press the install button and you download it from there. What's going on at the moment? Not too much Orlando at this point. Not too much. Just currently in mid-cruise.
Waiting for Fox X-ray.
Listening out for ATC on Swiss control right now. And eventually we'll be giving back to Unicom for the short jump between Swiss and Paris Centre while they get back to control for the rest of the flight. So we've got Paris control, London Centre and Gatwick Tower all online.
6,000 feet and the squawk 1,000.
Yeah, there's a good chance of speaking to all the controllers today. Some very good time.
Also, it will be departure runway 21, so 1 whiskey departure, initial climb 6,000 feet, then scope 1,004.
Screen shouldn't be blank, Natasha. Screen looks pretty good for me.
Tango 30.
So the mod pretty good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
16,000 feet.
Restart your YouTube, Natasha, because I can tell you the screen is not blank.
Foxtrot X-ray, Tango 30.
Foxtrot X Tango 30 is correct, and text down discretion, and 3 forward ready for departure.
So taxi our at our discretion and we'll report ready for departure.
See the mountain tops from the Alps over there. That's the Alps. The mountain tops just poking out the clouds.
Delta Foxtrot Delta, and flight level 250.
Yes, username, that is your Gatwick Tower.
Delta Foxtrot Oscar Delta. Flight level 6250, Unicom 25.
Unicom, flying now to 6250, thank you.
KLM 164.
Welcome, NK Power, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats.
Time flight level 200, KLM 164.
Correct, KLM 164, direct Lima, Uniform Lima.
Direct Lima, Uniform Lima, KLM 164.
Small breaking cloud right now.
This radar, good day, this is Antonov, 2 Papa Charlie, with level 180, direct Mega.
Normal username. What are the inbounds looking like right now in Helsinki? Oh, Helsinki, sorry, Gatwick. What are the inbounds like?
Antonov.
Yes, there is a Helsinki on in-game store, Chris. It looks terrible.
Unicom, goodbye.
Swiss Unicom, easy 8518, thank you very much, and goodbye. So back to Unicom for short pits. Paris Control, carry on. Yes, there is a Helsinki on the store. I don't like it. I'm waiting for the Aerosoft one to come out, as Aerosoft's Helsinki's from previous sims do look so much better. Is MSI good for video cards? Yes, they are, Reinhold. MSI are very good for video cards. Can we buy it someday? Well, keep that at THC. I'm sure with enough pre-planning you'll get there eventually. Currently tracking you on Orbex of Atlanta. Okay, I'm going to install Atlanta tonight. Going to have a look at it in more detail, because it came out public yesterday, which is very good to hear. Still very quite an IVAO. No issue with my microphone, Dan. There's no issue with my microphone. It sounds like you've got an issue on your end. ATC can hear me fine. It's just you that seems to be struggling at the moment. Hey Drawyah, tried to do an FS config with the A320 Neo. Tried to put some waypoints, it doesn't show up. Tried with other waypoints, it doesn't show up. Have you executed the flight plan, car roadblocks? If not, watch my tutorial where I go into a bit more detail about that. Can you share your graphic settings? Already done a video on my graphic settings, Montez. Already done a video on my graphic settings. What time are you going to land? Top of the screen. How far are you? We are approximately 370 miles now from Gatwick Airport. 370 nautical miles from Gatwick. So, slowly counting down. Not too far to go. Just over half, well, kind of 2/3 of the way there at this point. What game we're playing? This is Microsoft Flight Simulator, Billy. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Right, I'm going to, whilst we're on Unicom, I'm going to disappear for the toilet 2 seconds. I'll be right back, and hopefully we'll be now on Paris Control when we return. BRB. Right, we're back. So far so good. Not quite in the Paris Control airspace just yet. We'll be there within about 5 minutes. And then we'll get the frequency on standby. Paris Control is 128.1. So a very easy one to transition to. Have had a glitch with the 787 when the front plane bounces. I used to Aviation Geek, not anymore these days. Used to have that issue, but I think they patched it. Or at least, because I used the 787XE mod by Hangar 9. So maybe the Hangar 9 mod has fixed that, and therefore it's no longer a thing there. Pardon me. Real pilot? No, I'm not. Natasha? No, I am not. I'd like to be, but it's not a cheap career to get into. There's the top of descent marker, which it does seem to have now. The A321 cockpits. The downside is it's in the wrong place. There's the descent marker. That there will be Gatwick. That's about 20 miles to get from 36,000 down to ground. So they are working on the descent marker. They just need to figure out where to put it, where the right place is. Is there any other flight sim games similar to this? There's P3D FSX X-Plane for the 3 paid ones. If you want a free flight sim, look at Flight Gear. Flight Gear's alright for a free flight sim. And then for a basic flight sim, maybe look at GeoFly. It's a browser flight sim which has got decent world, but it's not the... Actually, it's alright, GeoFly. It's alright, I can't fault it, to be fair, for a free flight sim. But Flight Gear is probably the king of the free flight simulators. 737's on runway 1. Well, the runway in use at Gatwick right now... So this turbulence is very strong. Runway in use is 08 right at Gatwick right now, so we'll likely get ourselves prepared for that. Yeah, an aircraft are coming to the 08 side. That's a shame. I do prefer runway to 7, but for 08, it's 08. You got this guy coming in from Groningen. See, Zurich have just disconnected, which is fine. Next sensor is Paris. Is PACX worth it? I like it, Zakari. I do like it. It's a very good add-on. Very, it's minimalistic, but it's based on what a real-life captain pilot would be doing, aka you're flying the aeroplane, the passengers, that's all the flight crew's job. I like it. So it's a decent add-on. The flight report's pretty good as well. Solid add-on. You was an FS before, you'd never go back, Drawyah lol. I used to be on X-Plane. I do use that plane from time to time. For example, the 737 I do miss. But P3 FSX, that unfortunately for me is now a long retired project. I've still got my PNDG 737 and 777 disc editions on my shelf, so I actually got the CDs for both of them. They're going to sit there for the rest of eternity. So many add-ons I'm never going to use again, but I'll keep them as like a memorabilia of what I used to do before. You had Aerofly for your mobile, you recommend that. I use Infinite Flights on my phone. So whenever I'm out and about and just want to do a flight sim, I've got Infinite Flight installed. Quite excited for it, as the well, they're going to introduce like 3D building weather this year, so hopefully that'll look pretty good. See how it goes. How old do you need to be to use IVAO? I think the age limit is 12 or 13. Aerodynamics, you'd have to check, but I think it's 12 or 13 with parental permission. Check the box. There is an iPad, which says it's not working yet, but I have added it. Flyby EFB should look pretty good. Welcome back, Sai, how you doing? We fly the A380 next video. No, Natasha, because there is no A380 yet. When the A380 gets here, then I will do, but for now, no 380, no flights. Can you resume MSFS download next save when pausing? Yes, you can, Amir. If you need to pause download for one reason or another, you can then resume where it left off. EFB is on the A321X mod, so it's not functional yet. They are working on the functionality, but it's part of the A321X mod on the dev branch. Dev branch is experimental branch to have the iPad, but it doesn't work yet, so you have to wait for it to work. Commenting on Christmas, got surprised Prestwick Airport flights. That's some very nice, Jakovic. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy it. I do remember my first flights. It was an Icarus C42 from Elstree to Duxford. Elstree's Duxford, flew in the C42. Heck of an experience that. Your first flight's always, yeah, most memorable. Is Aerofly a good flight sim? I've never used Aerofly, Billy, so I'm afraid I can't really say. which Gatwick are using. We're using the freeware Ultra Star one on FlightSim.2. I'll drop you a link to it. There's like 50 different versions now for the different level of detail. So older systems use the lower version, higher systems use the higher versions. And I've now got the Ultra Star edition, which is a fantastic name. And if we get the link up. Is it a good flight sim? I don't mind it, Natasha. I don't mind it. So, for Gatwick, I am using... so slow. Actually, it's probably because I'm using it... Well, probably because I'm streaming right now, which obviously will clear a few frames. This version right here. So it's basically a high-quality Gatwick Airport by a guy named... Where's his name? MKVY. It's just basically a very high-quality updated Gatwick. Much better than default. It's probably one of the best Gatwicks actually in the sim right now, or one of the best airports in the sim right now, and it's a freeware, so highly recommended. Droid, don't crash. Don't plan to, garden data. Don't plan to. Just some of the Alps in the background. The mountains peeking over the clouds. Otherwise, so far so good. Aircraft's handling this flight's perfect. Aircraft link, sure thing. You can get to the A321 on the MegaPack Discord server, where downlink is in the announcements. Looking forward to it later. No by pilots. It is fantastic, like I say. We'll do a few drone cam looks around, certainly. Got freeway, get right up there, payware. That sounds absolutely AP, absolutely. It's a fantastic scenery. Originally, they did it just for the bridge that goes across the terminal, but then they realised I can do more than that, and he's completely transformed the entire airport with small details you wouldn't even think about. Also got a few Easter eggs as well, so we'll definitely have a look at some of those as well. Fantastic scenery, highly recommended. Alright, so we'll get ready to start contacting Paris Control shortly. Oh, I see this KLM's got stuff. He's just turned right now, but he was following the same flight path as myself and the British Airways, also going to Gatwick. That's another aircraft disconnected. I don't know how. There was originally 4 of us going to Gatwick, now it's only... Oh no, it's 3. That's me. That's, where's this guy then? Inbound... Gatwick. Hang on, there's one aircraft that should be here, but I can't find them. Dubrovnik outbound, easy 6670. He's taking more northerly routes. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So he's going a bit more to the north. He's going via Rhines rather than Paris. So we've got a slightly different flight plan there. But ETA, it's within again about 5 minutes, so let's see in a similar time. Not yet, Sean. We're about an hour. An hour and 7 minutes from Gatwick now. 1 hour and 7 minutes to go. Mods, all mods listed in the description. XC Core. Yes, Ben has left and Flat has a pop him now. He's with Fly Macrolight, isn't he? Flymax. I still talk from time to time. He's yeah. He's alright, I like him. Flew with Ben for the first flight. Because the original squad I flew with, what are they called? Gosh, hang on. It's going to annoy me now if I don't get the name of it. The squad I used to fly with, Fly-by-Lights, they closed down a couple of months ago. The instructors moved, I think, to Oxford, and the microlight's been sold off. If you want to fly from Elstree again after lockdown, DM you. If you're a senior, fly to Elstree and have to give you a tour of the tower. Ooh, I would be interesting, Bodie pilots. I absolutely would be interested. It's a busy airport, Elstree. The airspace is one of the busiest of the GA airports out of London. And also, because it's close proximity to Denham, again, airspace gets quite busy as well. So it's a very fun airport, Elstree. I'd love to do a bit of flying out there again in the future. What's the best way to DM you? What's the best way to DM? Are you on Discord or are you on What's the best way to get in touch with you? I'd very much be interested in taking that up once lockdown ends. Stroke, if lockdown ends at this rate. I miss the freedom of going outdoors. Alright, let's get ourselves tuned into Paris now. Let's go say hello.
Have a nice day. Unicorn 122.8, go to Alpha, thank you. 3714, switch to Unicorn, bye bye. Bonne journée.
504 moves on a busy day, 250
Unicorn,
on average
definitely.
day.
Bonjour,
Yes.
Line 1 same for you, switch to Unicorn, bye bye.
And also coming in from the east as well, you get to enjoy some of the low clouds to approach over the over Warren Wood. A few low trees over the runway. It's quite an interesting one as well. The runway at Elstree, not the best, but easyJet field does its job. Hello Paris Control, this is Easy 8518 at flight level 360, inbound now to Rothsey.
Easy 8518 Paris Control, hello, I'm closing frequency in 2 minutes, you can stay on Unicorn 122 destination, bye bye.
Roger that, we'll stick to Unicorn 12 destinate for Easy 8518. Take care, have a good one. Paris is just closing. Just missed out on them, so back to Unicom until we get a controller later on. Units on this board is Body Pilot. I will quickly grab that saved. Discord, Drawyah, General, search for Bowley. Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up at some stage, Bowley. We'll definitely go out to... I love Elstree, it's a very fun little airfield, so I'd very much like to get out there again. This is IVAO. Cockles, this is IVAO. Plane flying an A321, Natasha, the Airbus A321 in easyJet colours. Can you give me an idea of what to 3D print? Yeah, it's a bit high resolution. I want you to 3D print this horrible high resolution POPO 3D model duck. It's a cutesy, well actually, look at this toy quacky, horrible eyes. I want a duck. I want a 3D duck. Aviation Geek, a creepy 3D duck. What I'm using FlyLive Studio, the overlay. Doug, using FlyLive Studio. If you declare a Mayday, do emergency vehicles get dispatched to the airport? No, Charles, they do not. Welcome back, Marco. How are you doing? Flight to Manchester. We'll do Manchester some stage soon, Billy. Certainly. Tried yesterday. It wasn't working again. There is Air Trooper. Let me know how it goes. Welcome back, Marco. So we're slowly getting closer to the UK now. Gatwick is just about 200 meters, 200 miles from us even. ETA 15:59 at the moment UTC, so that looks good. 245 miles to go. Very good progress. Hopefully we can land a couple minutes to spare. We're saying 59 arrival time. It's, well, 30 minutes apparently. Landing in the UK in about 30 minutes. So we've actually done very good for time, I must say. Better than I thought I'd do. How's it so far, Drawyah? So far so good, PACX. So far so good. It's an average Sunday for me. Sitting here on Flight Sim, doing what I do. Can you find 717 at some point? When it's a Microsoft Flight Sim Award, Corvin. 3717 back in January of last year. Loved the flights. Fantastic aircrafts. Chamonix flew it once before they retired. Should fly into London City. Apparently it's hard. It's not a hard airport, bar low. It's just a case of getting the angles right. It's a steep approach airport. No jet line or Microsoft Flight Sim yet. currently capable of London City because, again, steep approach. People do fly the 320neo there, but that is unrealistic because the A320neo does not have the steep approach capabilities. So until we get like a C series or an Embraer, then we'll do a few flights into London City. This is IVAO, Natasha. This is IVAO for ATC multiplayer. So multiplayer, but pay an add-on network separate to defaults. I'm gonna 737 easyJet around newborn. 737 easyJet, yeah, that's going back a good couple of years now. I used to fly easyJet a lot back in like 2005, 2006, so I'm not sure if I've flown easyJet 73 or not. I've flown 320s and 19s and 320neos, but I can't quite think for my life if I've ever flown an easyJet 737 back in the day. Good morning, Boy That Burns, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats, hope you're doing well. easyJet used to have 737s, Daniel, not anymore. They retired them in 2012, 2013 they retired them. They used to have a fleet of 737-400s. I'm sure we'll be landing just fine, Povax. GPU, a GTX 1660, Daniel. A GTX 1660. I love Ryanair, very cheap. Ryanair tickets are very cheap. Last year, well... Ooh, there's an airplane down there. Well, just light an airplane because of the distance. He is going to be this plane right here. An A320 at... level 290, 29,000 feet, going to Stuttgart. Flying with tons of colours in A320. So, let's see, do get close enough to spot the model. Where's it gone? There it is. There it is. So that right there is a 7318. Lufthansa 4 Mike Charlie, that was. So that's a real person, flying on the IVAO network, flying to slightly lower altitude. Trying to look for what, Daniel? What are you trying to look for? Graph settings. I've done a video on my graphic settings with Vernity. I won't do it mid-sim, because I have to then pause the sim, and on an online network, pausing is generally not something you really want to do, so... As I've done a video on my graphic settings while we're checking that out for more of the details. We'll start programming our approach in now since we're relatively close towards Gatwick. So runway 08 I believe is still the active runway. Yes, aircraft coming from the west, so runway 08 will be our runway of choice. So ILS 08 right via the Timber 4 Bravo approach. Timber 4 Bravo. Ooh, didn't have it. Okay, let's try and look for something a bit different then. We don't have a QNAV approach by any chance. We have got QNAV. We've got QNAV 1 Golf. How does that look? We can do that. We can do that. Okay, well, no vias. We'll insert that. One waypoint. That's adjusted. That's fine. Let me adjust my flight plan and get that input into the flight pack quickly. So QNAV 1 Golf. Because our initial arrival we don't have filed. But why now? Sorry, edits. So we change Timber into QNAV 1 Golf. So if we file the flight plan that approach in, and we'll also tell IVAO that we're still going to do the same plan as well. So start QNAV 1 Golf, runway 08 right, inbound from the south east. We pop over to charts. Takeoff Kilo Kilo. stars inbound, so all runways, timber, Ireland, Tel2. Cunard 1 Golf. So this is what we're going for right now. So there's the Cunard point. Inbound from the south, we can hold at Admot if we need to. Inbound to Timber. We have another holding loop here. And then from Timber, Tower will then guide us into the approach. Runway 08 right, or centre. Runway 08 procedures. If we bring it from the Timber point, this is holding loop here. From Timber, we then fly to the west via May Romeo 275, via Midhurst into the north, and then from this point here we'll intercept the runway and bring it to land at Gatwick. So that's our approach on paper. Flight points if required, inbound and to land. We're using OBS, Natasha. Duration of flight was 2 hours and 30 minutes, Sir Harris. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Can you show us the start up FMS on the updated checks? There's no difference yet, PACX. When there's a major difference I will do, but the video I did about 3 weeks ago is still relatively similar in regards to A321 setup. Did you post the video about the starting of MegaPack A321 Neo? Well, the A320 Neo is not MegaPack car Roblox, it's A321 by Drawyah, and yes, I've done a video on that. Did a video a couple of weeks ago. Very positive news. Which news is positive, Dan? Which news am I missing out on? Seriously, how can anybody look at the sim and say the clouds are terrible? They say the clouds are terrible, I've obviously not used the sim, because this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I've only hide my face a second so you guys use the... in fact, let's hide the entire overlay. So you guys the sim on its own. Apart from all the messages, of course, from IVAO. But this is a fantastic sim. Not perfect, don't get me wrong. It's not a perfect sim, but in regards to the visuals, second to none. Seconds to none. Yes, Tap Designs have they posted something just recently now, had they? Let's have a look at Tap Designs. So I'm doing A220, sorry. Let's have a look if they put something new down. Announcements, terms, updates. Good news about the A222X projects. You've imported the model. Ooh, okay. So they've imported the model. It's in the sim. And it's got a video out. Okay. I'll be watching it when I land. Of course, it's Noga. It's Noga, isn't it? That's it. Very excited for it. It's the A220. Noga's pretty active on the Discord server as well, so let's say high hopes we get a good 220/C series in this aircraft in the sim. Payware, which is payware, Captain Monty? This is the A321, Captain Monty. It's a freeware. It's a freeware A321. Welcome back, Sebastian. How old am I? I'm 21. I'm 21. Fame Machine stroke Sebastian. You look 23. Quite, but not quite. Quite, but not quite. It's a terrible beard. If I shaved that, I'd look about 15 again. Will you be on 7400 next video? Probably not with 400, Tasha, because I know that Canadian mods, not Canadian mods, Projects MegaPack are rebuilding the 744. And so that one will probably be more for the future when they rebuild. It's like the A330. When they release a new version, then I'll fly it again. Would you consider buying a 2060 GTX laptop before the A380 comes? Probably not, Charles. I'm not going to buy a laptop for Flight Sim, certainly not. And they only cost £1,000? No, no way. 19. Okay, not bad. we're nearly Gatwick, but yes, we'll be descending in just a couple of minutes. You can see the top of our ND here. Gatwick is just, well, there's the approach path in. Just top of our radar there. With Atlanta, do you see any other aircraft in sim using it? I presume some about like projects fly, where if you use projects fly, then you get your own separate radar with that. I'm not sure yet, because I'm going to find that out tonight, hopefully. Right, so we can see Brussels chat now. London Centre is still online. Yes, they are. They're on hang on. 135055. So when we get a bit closer, we'll tune to their frequency. We've input our approach path in. We'll get the weather report now, so we'll get an updated, where is it? AOC menu to AOC. We'll get updated weather reports. Program that into the aircraft, so sends that. And hopefully get ourselves ready to descend in about, well, flight level 360, so 369, 680, sorry, 612, 18, so 108 miles from the airport we'll be descending, 108 miles. Received, meter, print out the new one, and we'll get that all plugged in. What did you do, Warsaw to Heathrow? Let me take a monitor. Warsaw to Heathrow, I think we did Warsaw to Heathrow a couple of weeks ago. So I'll probably wait a little bit longer if we do another Warsaw to Heathrow, because it's only been a couple of weeks since I did it, but certainly in the future, absolutely. Right, let's put our approach, shall we? So currently it's going to 090 at 6 knot winds, so runway 08 to use runway. Low visibility, 3.5 kilometres, 3,500 metres, so expect very low visibility at Gatwick. Overcast clouds, scattered at 006, broken at, gosh, it's not good weather. Right, so 0994. Temperature is 2 degrees centigrade, 2.2. Magnitude wind was 0906. This does look like we may have a blind landing if the clouds are at 600 feet. Decision height is 650. Transition 7,000. Sorry, 6,000. Plug that all in. Ready to descend as soon as we start descent. Do you have all players on? No, I don't, Aviation Geek. I've got multiplayer turned off at the moment. As I use IVAO, I use the IVAO multiplayer models, not the built-in stuff. Thank you there, Drawyah, for subscribing on Twitch. Much appreciated, thank you very much. Must go to Tenerife, and Netting News also a must. Yes, that's the longest flights operated by an A321neo in S7 Airlines colours. Just wish as always to get the new A321 working with A321. Well, I'm doing it right now, Jakovic. I've got the tablets, I've got the printer and all that, and we're flying the A321. Like I say, Jakovic, for some people it works, for others it doesn't. I say 70% of people it fails, 30% it works fine. Unfortunately, I'm in that 30%, so I do get to fly the fancy modern cockpits. I like it. I do like it. Can you repeat good flight sim games? So the main flight sims, like I say, Microsoft Flight Sim, FSX, P3D, and X-Plane are the main go-to flight sims. For free flight sims, look at Flight Gear or GeoFS. Flaps for landing, we'll see how the weather goes, Dan, but I think they go for flaps 4, looking at the current winds and cloud and visibility. Have you seen the tap designs? Yes, I've seen the tap designs A220, it was about a couple of minutes ago, Venom. Very excited to see how that one comes out. As their announcement goes earlier today, they've got it onto, well, they've imported it into Microsoft Flight Sim, it's all starting to work. You've been quietly watching your streams for a couple of months now, I just want to say you joined them since you haven't, can't really fly these days. You are right, cheers, back off Boogaloo. Thank you for the kind words. Back off Boogaloo 2, electric Boogaloo. 30% gain. Are you another one, EDS, who has the A321 working with the 321X? Like I say, it's random luck. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There's no real fixed way to do it. it just works or it doesn't work. Right, let's start descending, shall we? Since we're going to be in London Control soon, we'll do a descent down to 20,000 first. Targets. No, actually we... Hang on. So we... ILS approach. Right. So top ascent. Why can we not send that? Ah, there we go, right, send. Perfect. So we'll send now to 20,000 first. Reduce speed to Mach 0.7. And send at a rate of, hang on, Mach 0.7. 20,000 feet. A rate of 1,800 feet per minute. As soon as we get to London Control, we'll then report that we're going down to 20,000 and let them take control of the rest of our approach. But right now we're just to the west of Imans. It's halfway through the English Channel. We'll then start speaking to London Control. Do you watch London Controller? No, because I do IVAO, Dan, not that sim. Wrong hole. But I do see him on Flights and Funnies actually, Flights and Bests. He's on there quite a lot. Gosh, sorry, give me a minute. I do apologise for that. Try not to die on stream. Yeah, sorry. That's all right. I don't watch him not directly, but I do watch him on Flights and Bests whenever he pops up, which is pretty much every week. So that's all right. I know his work. I know his work. We need to increase our descent rates, I think, down to 2,000 now. To be fair, the aircraft's... well, it descends like a brick. Go down to 2,500 feet per minute. It's still descending straight and level. Is there I can remove most latency when flying? If you can, playback, go to the sound settings and mute it. Go to sound settings and mute it. Business airports for Microsoft Flight Sim. We'll probably stuff like London, New York, Dubai, the major airports, the major cities. London, Dubai, New York, Berlin, Munich, Frankfurt. Those kinds of airports. Los Angeles, Honolulu. Nose paybacks. So we've started our descents. Passing shortly through 30,000. So far, so good. Just about to hit the water. Just about to hit the English Channel. Around 22,000 feet, which is landing lights on, so seatbelt lights on, 10,000 for landing lights, and then she'll follow the ATC down the rest of the way. Do you enjoy Microsoft Flight Sim Explain? You have to do, and also it is. So, I say, I like Explain. Its flight dynamics are fantastic, and aircraft systems wise, very good. But I think I prefer Microsoft Flight Sim mainly for the visual quality. Of course, flight dynamics and systems are important, but for a sim that looks this beautiful, I mean, sorry, I think the level of visuals just about beat the flight dynamics and systems. And I'm sure once the sim matures more and the add-ons arrive with all the high quality fancy stuff, it'll just get better and better from there. So, I'll say, it's just a case of waiting to see how and when things arrive. where it all comes. Is the A318 in the sim? No, it's not, Billy. There's no A318 yet in Microsoft Flight Sim. You've got an A320neo, an A321 CEO. There was an A330 mod for a bit, but that's been discontinued for a new version coming soon. You've got the default 74 and 787s, and that's about it really for the jetliners at this time. Oh yes, and also the Freeware 747-400 on Flight Sim 2, and at one point there was a CRJ, which I think has now been discontinued as well. I need to do an Unreal Weather tutorial. There's already a few tutorials out there for Unreal Weather. I think a lot of them are better than what I can do, so I recommend checking out some of the ones on YouTube. So far so good. We'll turn the anti-ice on in case the aircraft starts to freeze over, which I'm sure is going to happen with this cloud down below. Reduce our descent rates now down to 2,000 feet per minute. Landing in approximately, well, at most 39 minutes. I'm sure it'll be much sooner than that. Yep, just time for landing there, Danny. What country do you live in? I live in the UK, Reinhard. I live in the UK. This is multiplayer, Salaman. This is IVAO multiplayer, so using the online network for that. And very shortly, we speak to London. Oh, they've disconnected. London Control. They've disconnected. It's annoying that. Well, we'll keep an eye on that just in case they reconnect. They have just disconnected. That's annoying. Is it hard to land with keyboard and mouse? I'd say so, I think. I'd say so. If you've got a keyboard and mouse, get an Xbox controller, at the very least, for better flying. What weather are you using? It looks very flat and repetitive. It's Unreal Weather. Dazzle. Unreal Weather. It's a mod, which I'd say it's more realistic than the live weather. I mean, top of the base cloud here in the UK right now is rather flat, and so let's kind of rebuild it. The timing today? What do you mean about that, Menkei Para? What's wrong with my timing? When you start a stream, do you close Discord? Yes, I do, PACX. Yes, I do. Interesting approach to the snake. I mean, that's kind of what you get around London airports. Because you're trying to avoid mainland airspace for Heathrow, you do get sent through quite a few routes on the way. We'll switch on the seatbelt signs now. Send passengers back to their seats and prepare ourselves shortly for a landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
Why don't you become a real pilot? Because it's expensive, gun data. It's very expensive. We're down to 10,000 feet now, so set down to 10,000. Descent rate will continue at hang on, pull that. Continue again at 2,000 feet per minute. So we'll reduce to 1,800 now. Do you know which Citadel we're going to use? Well, we didn't use a Citadel, Danny, and at Dubrovnik, we used runway 12. So we used runway 12 Dubrovnik. No Sid directs to Lastu. Will there be planes in Gatwick taxiing? There should be, Billy. Gatwick Tower is online, so we will be speaking to Gatwick. 124.230. There is a military controller right now. Sandwich Military is online, but that's for military aircraft only. I have to wait until we get London Centre or not, but Gatwick's online. No Centre. Start, we're using the not QNAV, we changed that. We're using the QNAV 1 Golf arrival. QNAV 1 Golf for runway 08 right today. Do you use STKP? What does that stand for, Lucas? STKP? You'd have to tell me what that means before I can tell you yes or no. Increase our descent rate again to 2,000. We'll reduce speeds to 260 knots. Flight from Cottesmore to Heathrow. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. So far, so good. Passing through flight 175 now, 70,500. Landing in just a few minutes. SimToolkit Pro, that's it. No I don't. No I don't. Again, one of those add-ons that I say I will use one day, but then I just never end up using it. I do flight planning for SimBrief, and then I use ChartFox for the charts. No Billy, no A340 Microsoft Flight Sim. How you doing? Not too bad, Tejas. Not too bad. How are you? When you get to the train to Brighton Gatwick Airport, you can go see the whole runway at Gatwick. Yes, you can. But we're landing at runway 08 side Charles, not runway 27. So we're not landing over the train tracks, we're landing over the, well, the countryside side. How flying to Olbia? Don't think so, Alexander. Don't think so. Passing through, so we're passing through 16,000 now. So far, so good. Descent, we'll reduce now down to we'll stick at 260 for now. About 10,000, we'll then give the speed control to the aeroplane and then follow the star in. What aircraft have you flown in real life? Well, I've piloted a Icarus C-42, a Flight Design CTSW, and a Grob 103 glider so far. Right, so we're now entering the start. Increase descent rate ever so slightly, and we'll get that down to the intercepts at Gatwick, which is 3,000. Yeah, 3,000. How long left? Not very. Not very long left to go. So we can have the sun slightly set in front of us. Is the FBA working? Not yet, Elias. Not yet working. They've added it, but the functionality is coming with one of the next updates, the Flywiah A321 cockpits. Yes, we're in Hollow AM21. If you listened earlier on stream, I said that. Are you rocking 1080p? Yes, I am, Philip. Microsoft on 1080p. It's like 23-inch monitor, I believe. Do you have CPL? Nope. Are you working on one? No, not at the moment, so yes. First, we'll increase speeds to 70 knots. Flying a 747 with Korean Air Cargo, very nice. That pink alt is new. Where else are you looking there, Dan? Oh, that. Yes. So that's going to be at minus 1,500, holding at altitude to get 3,000. Any other flights after this? I'll be doing a group flight this evening, don't forget. So keep that in my Discord announcement, where I then talk about the routing and all that. But tonight we do have our group flights. If you donated 100 grand, would you then consider CPL? Absolutely, absolutely. Like I say, if I ever got a chance to go into flight training, I would do, but I've missed the cadetships, I've missed the a lot of aviation colleges and all that. So if I was going to do it, I'd have to do the expensive way, which right now with COVID, definitely not the thing to go for. What's group flight? Basically, we turn on the defaults of Microsoft Flight multiplayer, and we just fly from A to B, mess around, have a bit of fun. So it's a light-hearted, relaxing kind of flight, we do the last Sunday of every month. What badge of the camp I have the Ultra Star Edition. The Ultra Star Edition.
Tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items
set the speed
either
now
in the
to
seatback
air
pocket or
control.
under the seat in front of you.
Descent rate will drop down to 1,030 feet per minute. I'll check the radar as well. Radio, sorry. 110.9, that's set. That's all set. Connected to Gatwick, perfect. Turn on the landing systems for 1 and 2. Turn on the landing lights, below 10,000 feet. And now we wait for the aircraft to arrive. Is there a cruise ship or ship simulator? Yes, there is. Byload. There is Ship Sim Extremes, and there's a new one coming out in a couple of months from the same developers, V-Step. They're doing more of a professional sim based on the old classic engines. What do you do for anything? I do marketing, social media. Camera mod, no camera mod. Extric, no camera mod or default. So Microsoft Flight Sim. Gives auto descent for top of descent. It's always practice safety. Practice it. You don't need auto sense. Yes, Ash, I do remember you. It says every stream. How you doing? We'll turn the weather radar on as well, because the cloud cover, I'd quite like to find the break through that as well. So, weather radar activates. Zoom into 20 miles and just continue following the flight path down. We'll make sure we're ready on Gatwick Tower. We'll announce that we're on descent. And Gatwick Tower is 124230. So as soon as we're in Gatwick, immediately tune onto that. In fact, Stansted, I'm waiting for either UK 2000 Stansted or more likely going to be Guysim Stansted to release. Then I'll do some Stansted flights. Stansted Airport I fly to a lot, and so with the high quality scenery, things just be a little bit nicer for that. Going to reduce our descent rates again down to 800 feet per minute, since we're a little bit low for this altitude, but not a problem. Sorry, this distance, but again, not a problem. Don't forget, it's quite a snaky approach in, so we need to make sure we're coming in for that. So make a right hand turn, another left, parallel to the airport, make a right, intercepts and land. All within about 30 miles from our current position. Not sure, Aero. You'd have to speak to a Sobo for that one, display not working. Not me for that. So you're about to go through cloud cover. Where are we flying to? Flying to London Gatwick. Tap. Flying to London Gatwick. For a living, I just said, Vasco, I do marketing, social media. How many types of sims do you play? I do flight sim, train sim, OMC2, bus sim. Those are my main three. I do a bit of Armour 2 as well, Mil Sim. Armour 3, very enjoyable for me. I'm sure there's others as well that I just don't remember. Jack India, never been there, Tap, so I can't really say. Right, enter the clouds. I'm kind of breaking through cloud at the moment, cloud surfing. We will reduce or increase the rate down to 1000 feet per minute. Just slowly guide the airplane down. Altimeter set to, what was it? 994. It is raining. Wipers don't work, so no wipers to this approach. Already at 4,900 already, okay. Increase that to 600 feet per minute. Voice is so strange. Well, thanks for the kind words, Elias. Come to the Aerosol CRJ? Yes, the CRJ will be fantastic. Can't wait for that in Microsoft Flight Sim. It's all red on the ND. No visibility, no breaking the clouds. This goes down to about 600 feet. May get a visual of the runway. We'll have to wait and see. I used to play quite a bit of Euro Trucks. Not so much these days, but I did used to do quite a bit of Euro Trucks in the past. Do you smoke or drink? I do smoke, drink rarely. Spot a few lights over there, so that I can imagine where Gatwick Airport is. The airport's on the ground, that's we need to try and get around. We are connected to the localizer, so regardless, we'll be able to establish ourselves without any problems. Just need to watch the aircraft come in. We'll start lowering the flaps very shortly as well, just as we get towards our final stages of descent. Is the electronics not compatible with the electronics? Officially, no, Andy, it's not compatible, but for some people it does work regardless. 30% work, 70% fail. It's hit and miss. I don't smoke, no. I rarely drink, but no, I've never smoked in my life. I don't plan to. Did I say yes there? Sorry. I meant no, I don't smoke. Drink rarely, smoke never. Never have, never will. Okay, no, ignore me then. Ignore me entirely. Right. Reduce down to 230 knots. In a moment, not just yet. We do start getting the flaps down as well. We'll set the brakes to low, so this needs to go down the entire length of the runway here at Gatwick. We'll set the spoilers to armed. Now just in case to get ourselves ready onto the final into land. Reduce descent rate down to 200 feet per minute since we're now very much at the lower end of our descents. Oh, there we go, aircraft on automatically. Now it's like Psycho when she's 11, gosh. She's 70 on Friday. It's a long time that. Flaps 1. We'll announce that we're coming in shortly into Gatwick, and then we'll tune the tower for the final and clearance. So tune into Gatwick. Let's tune that. And basically, with Gatwick Tower, we'll announce when we're established, which will be in approximately about 3 or 4 minutes. So listen to frequency, keep an eye out for any other aircraft inbound. But announce when we're established, bring it into land. So just behind the clouds there, it gets a bit brighter. I'm a little concerned by the pink splodges. The pink means severe, and that right on the intercept marker I'm not too happy about. Worst case scenario, that could be a wind shear. We'll make sure the wind shear is activated, which it should be. Yep, predicted wind shear is automated. Switching to weather and turbulence.
Golf Alpha Yankee ready to request VFR and holding
Let's see how that all goes.
Golf Alpha Yankee, roger, clearance left, correction, clearance right hand VFR circuits from Maze 08 right, not about if you 1,500 feet, VFR Squawk 7010. On the Gatwick QNH 994 hectopascals.
It's 994 Gatwick right now, so we'll change that.
Roger, cleared right hand VFR circuits not above 1,500 feet, Squawk 7010, Golf Alpha Yankee.
Squawk's, alright, Squawk.
Golf Alpha Yankee, that's correct, report ready for departure.
We're ready for departure, Golf Alpha Yankee.
Golf Alpha Yankee, hold Echo 1, you're not Echo 1 yet.
We're now
So far so good, our aircraft is holding up. Yeah, ever since I started speaking and just started posting and started stream, everything started going more Polish. We're flying an A321 tap, we're flying an Airbus A321.
The 2009 standby break Golf Alpha Yankee, yet you're going the wrong way. Make a...
Yes, Madhav, we are using the improved Gatwick scenery freeware. Using the Ultra Star Edition, the new taxiway layouts and the all new fancy buildings.
For the 2009 taxi hold Juliet 1.
We're supposed to arrive in another 20 minutes anyway, so we are nice and early at this stage. Should be rather good. Is it really the weather to do some flying in a Cessna today? I disagree. Not in this weather. Look outside the window as well. It's very low clouds. Very cold.
Roger, can we just hold here and take off, please?
Ah, poor kid at the runway going the wrong way.
That is not a active runway. I cannot allow you to take off from that runway. Hold Echo 1.
Roger, hold Echo 1.
Gatwick's the top 5 airport in the world for you. Very nice, Adam. I don't know, mixed opinion about Gatwick, but I don't fly there too often in real life, so I'd have to do a bit more often, give it a proper rating.
Yep, that's what I've told you. A taxi clearance does not need to be.
Can you guys calm down on the Twitch chat before I start muting some of you people? Let's try not to go into any comments that may be seen one way or another. Flaps 2. Yeah, both of you stop talking or I'll just mute both of you. I don't know who's in the right or wrong because I don't really watch the Twitch chat, but just both of you shut up. Right. Let's get ourselves ready now for landing. So, flaps 2, flaps 3. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please.
Golf Alpha Yankee, yeah, you're there now.
Yes, weather radar. Oh, radar has been in since default sim.
Yeah,
it's down here.
Now.
Golf Alpha Yankee, Roger, via Echo 1, runway 08, right, clear for takeoff, surface wind 0.
Conditions, weather conditions, automated systems, ILS.
Right, Golf Alpha Yankee.
So we're almost established. As soon as we are, we'll inform tower that we're established, and then we'll get ourselves our landing clearance. About 10 miles inbound when we're established, so we'll get ourselves ready for that.
Mayday, mayday, bird strike, Golf Alpha Yankee.
Golf Alpha Yankee, Roger, when able, say intention, Scorpio Charlie.
Roger, report intention, Scorpio Charlie, Golf Alpha Yankee.
We'll let them do everything. Localizer active. Approach mode sets. Hello there, Gatwick Tower. This is Easy 8518 inbound runway 08 rights, 10 miles, established on localizer.
Easy 8518, Roger, runway 08 right, clear to land, surface winds 0 knots.
Clear to land, runway 08 right for Easy 8518. Right.
Golf Alpha Yankee would like to do a full stop at 08 right.
Flaps down 4. That's 7 miles low landing gear, and then we'll do our pre-land checklist on that.
Put downwind runway 08 right.
We're now downwind 08 right.
Gear down.
Golf Alpha Yankee.
Easy 8518, cancel landing clearance runway 08 right. I say again, cancel landing clearance.
Cancel landing clearance for runway 08 rights, Easy 8518.
Golf Alpha Yankee, runway 08 right, clear to land, surface wind 0 knots.
So we'll watch if he lands or not. If we need to go around, we'll go around. We'll keep on the approach, because AC haven't instructed us to break approach yet. Basically, it's whether or not that assess to clear the runway or not. We'll reduce speed as well. to our bare minimum. Let's see what happens.
Easy 8518, sorry about this. At the end of the night, there's nothing I can do to control what the pilots do on the network.
Yeah, no worries. We've reduced speeds down to 128 knots. Let us know what happens. If you want us to go around, we can go around. That doesn't matter. Give us what you want. Easy 8518.
Easy 8518, yeah, thanks, mate. Just continue approach for now. We'll see what happens.
We'll continue approach. Easy 8518. Wipers don't work. They're broken. If I could tell them, I would. But they've failed on us at some stage. So we're continuing the approach for now. Passing for 1000. We'll set the go around to altitude of 5000. Runway is now in sight.
Golf Alpha Yankee will be vacated.
Okay, he's vacated.
Golf Alpha Yankee, yeah, I need you to cross the stop bar.
Roger.
So he's vacated. We'll be cleared to land hopefully shortly. 500. Off.
Golf Alpha Yankee expedite. I say again, cross the stop bar or else I cannot clear aircraft to land.
We can't move stuff.
Easy 8518 going around. Gear up. Let's try this again.
Easy 8518, yep, sorry about that. For standard miss.
5000. That's 2.
Easy 8518, standard miss approach.
Standard missed for easy 8518. Got up to 180 knots. Up to 5000. Well, misapproached because the aircraft in front of us didn't vacate the runway, so they kind of just beached us basically. Try that again. We'll try that again.
Easy 8518, I can only apologise for that. Monitor Unicom 1 who's due us tonight, contact me established on the runway 0 say again, I'm very sorry.
12 destinate for easy 8518, we'll contact you again when established. Talk to you in a couple of minutes. Right, so we'll bring it around. We'll get ourselves re-established in for a landing. We'll have to speak to passengers as well. Hello ladies and gentlemen, a quick update from the flight deck. We do apologise for the go around there. They had a bit of traffic on the runway and therefore we couldn't get ourselves any clearance to land. We try again, hopefully landing approximately 10 minutes, but we do apologise for the go around. This is due to traffic on the runway. So that's a public address. No, it wasn't. It's a delay of go arounds of 10 minutes. Flaps 2 at the moment, since we are, well, we're going to level off at 5000 and then work our way down from there. It's only be a short go around. We'll just fly the same path taken earlier from the Delta 2751 point and then just fly back in again. See the stream chat's completely gone out of control. We have to do a bit of muting right now, which is very annoying.
Gatwick Tower, ready at runway 08 right for departure.
Smith 209 multiple issues, you're not at 08 right, you're holding it at point way before 08 right, hold Juliet 1, remain 08 right.
Do you want me to cross 08 left? Sorry.
2009 negative, hold runway 08 right, the holding point is Juliet 1, it's straight ahead.
Do apologise for chatting, I'm now in the process of basically having to remove half the people chatting right now. Due to God knows whatever the chat's going on about right now. Giving fair warning, there's no point randomly arguing in chat for no reason, it's very annoying. Okay, let's do this. So get rid of them. Make a right hand turn, heading 270. And we'll start descend down to 3,000 again. So start descent at a rate of 500 feet per minute. Speed will set back to the airplane control. Yes, IVAO does have a range limit of 12 or 13, I believe.
Gatwick Tower at 08 right time. Requesting departure. Well, takeoff clearance.
Submit 2009, just, you're initially told to go to 08 right anyway, hold Juliet 1.
Sounds like you're having fun there, normal username.
Just hold position.
Aim to hold position now. Down to 4,000. At 3,000 we'll intercept. Bring ourselves into land.
For 318, continue approach from base 08 right, you're number 2, surface wind 00 base.
The reason why I gave up doing ATC. You do get those moments. You do get those moments, don't you? He did have whoever on the ground did have a bad strike, and so they had to cancel their runway. Well, they cancelled landing. They vacated the runway by not passing the stop marker, and were actually still on the runway when they claimed to have vacated. So that's the reason we went around, because a vacation hadn't actually left the runway. They were still on the runway, so it's go around time. Let's see how it goes.
318, the aircraft in front of you seems to have paused for about a solid 5 seconds. I don't think there's any way you're going to make it there. Just continue approach for now, but you might have to go around.
No worries, that's fine, so you'll go to 18.
Alright, let's see what we can do this time. We should be on Unicom, but there's no aircraft in the airspace apart from those on tower, so we're just going to stick on tower for now. But yes, you're right, we should technically be on Unicom right now. Heading to 80.
With 318, go around, let's say again, go around it, you'll standard missed.
It's doing all wrong at Gatwick today.
So 318, reason for go around, you've got less than 1 mile of separation between the Easy A321 in front of you, there's no way you're going to make it.
No worries, that's fine, so you go through 18.
It's all going wrong at Gatwick today. It's all going wrong at Gatwick. We'll try again. If it sends us around, we'll have to probably consider diverting to Luton, which I don't want to do, but well, the alternative is Brussels. We'll check.
Alpha 18 Foxtrot Alpha Squawk 6326.
Feels very rough. Very nice to meet you out. The airport, London fly back. Yeah, do we fly back to Dubrovnik if we don't make it here?
18 Foxtrot Alpha stand 141, pushing start approved, face west.
So down to 3000 again. Make a right hand turn, get ourselves re-established onto the localizer.
Pushing start approved, face west.
Yeah, we won't have to push, it's okay, we just need engine stop this.
Alright, that's fine.
Start up engine, my own FS2 we report for taxi.
Yeah.
You have enough fuel for 5 attempts. You can commit to Gatwick. Okay, well, 5 attempts. Take 2. Let's take a right hand turn now, get ourselves intercepted, get ourselves ready for a third attempt landing. Second attempt landing, sorry. Heading 020.
The 2009 behind the arriving Easy A321, line from right runway right behind.
I think the tower's now slowly losing his mind. Oops.
Pushback 2009.
Hello in Gatwick, Easy 8518, just checking, is the aircraft still paused on short final?
Easy 8518, no, he was, I've had to send one around for it. There's one to depart ahead, continue approach.
Roger that, continuing approach, Easy 8518. So, it looks like we got freedom again to do this. Flaps 3.
Gatwick Tower, very good evening to E6.
This is an A321, Henry. This is the A321. Finding easyJet pilots today. Right, localizer set.
Easy 62 Kilo Lima Gatwick Tower, cleared to lose Seaford 40, flight to squawk 6303.
Clear to lose via the Seaford 40, squawk 6308,
Easy 60 Kilo negative, squawk 6303.
Squawk
Approach mode. Set. Right, take 2.
Easy 62 Kilo Lima correct.
Easy 8518 is established runway 08 right, now at 8 miles.
Easy 8518, continue approach, surface twins, 005 knots, your number 2, there's one to depart ahead.
Continue approach, 1 ahead to depart, Easy 8518, roger that. Yeah, I'll check Discord in a moment. I'm not quite sure what's going on today, but there's been quite a few disruptive people today, I must admit. You get those days, gear down, you get those days, but unfortunately not much I can really do. Right, this is our pre-land checklist, so gear down, check the greens, gear down 3 greens, brakes set, spoilers are armed, landing lights set, cabin is secure. We'll now need to wait for landing clearance, and then get ourselves out and away. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please.
2009, runway 0 right, clear for takeoff, service wind 04, 080 degrees 5 knots.
Clear for takeoff, Seaford 2009.
Upon runway for ready for taxi would be about for Golf 1.
Right, so the aircraft on the runway has now been given takeoff clearance. As soon as they're gone, we should get our landing clearance. Not landing, lighting. Sure, could do a bit of lighting.
Golf 1, runway 08 right via Juliet and Golf.
Is that better for you? Well, it's a little worse than it was earlier, but not terrible. Not terrible. Runway is visible, just about in sights.
Easy 8518, runway 08 right, clear to land, surface wind 0 degrees 5 knots.
Clear to land, easy 8518. Set the going altitude at 5,000.
Currently keying their mic to cough down it. Please don't. It interrupts the frequency, and we are quite busy at the moment.
Autopilot's off. Let's bring the aircraft into land.
So 2009, nothing further, mighty Unicom 1.
Oh, actually, he's fine, James. It's annoying people on frequency at the moment. Got about 5 go-arounds because this guy keeps stalling aircraft on the runway. A bit off centre, so make some more adjustments. A bit windy, a little bit gusty, but not terrible.
So 318, are you on the frequency?
318, establish runway 8 right.
So 318, yeah, it's going to be a pretty late landing clearance. Continue approach runway 0 right, surface wind 0 degrees 5 knots.
No worries, continue approach, expect delay landing clearance, Vivo 318.
Reverse thrust sets. 100 knots, 80 knots, 60, reverses cut, and we'll exit the runway just so we can get the aircraft behind us. It's a chance to land as well.
Traffic.
TCAS, we'll clear in a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Gatwick. The local time is 4:30 p.m. and it's currently about 2 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft
PACX, TFDi and PACX for the announcements, Darren.
Turned off. Remember to use caution
the landing lights, start the APU.
May have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us.
And we'll get right up to the
we encourage you to
exit
check
markers.
your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
Easy 8518, clear of runway 08 right.
106 via Quebec and Foxtrot, Kilo, correction.
Right, so look at the landing replay for that. Don't forget, got a replay to check out later. Easy 8518, clear of runway, requesting taxi to gate.
Easy 8518, I've given you it
okay.
Once before, just stand by, hold position, brake, brakes. Fibber 318, runway 08 right, clear to land, surface wind 0 degrees 5 knots.
So we'll hold position, well, we'll get off this runway first, then we'll hold position, I think.
Do we have clearance to 318, very short final.
Fibber 318, yeah, I've just given you it, clear to land, runway 08 right, surface wind 0 degrees 5 knots.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Yeah, clear to land 318.
Easy 8518, welcome to Gatwick, taxi stand 105 via Quebec and Kilo.
Stand 105 via Quebec and Kilo for easy 8518. Right, so anti-ice comes off. So taxi to the runway, taxi to gate, sorry, and get us going out. So stand 105. We get the ground map here at Gatwick. Quebec and then Kilo, and easily to the right.
Alpine 18 Foxtrot Alpha via Golf 1, line up from Mega Mesa right.
Line up in the third one. Runway vacate, see that 209.
This is IVAO, Alex, this is IVAO.
Taxi stand 28 via Juliet.
Stand 28 via Juliet. Please, 219.
So, now on Kilo, stand 105. I'll check Discord in a moment, Fives. Like I say, I'm in the middle of a stream right now. A lot of people's banned today. Not the nicest streams, I must admit. It was a very good community chat yesterday. Very problematic today. Not really feeling the group flights nice, I must admit. Right, it's 107, 105. There's an aircraft at 105. That's 106, sorry. Carry on one further. 105, perfect. Right. Don't worry, 106 is an aircraft, 105 is clear. The airport's some are part of the scenery, some are included with it. Well, some of the IVAO users. It's a mix of both. Mix of both. HO's taxi. Ground shots. Ground shots and using the labels outside of the taxiways. So make a left hand turn. Turn off the taxi lights. And now just using the guidance system to guide us into the stand. There we go. Bit of red, green, red, perfect. And stop. Brake sets. APX bleed sets.
Alpine 18 Foxtrot Alpha contact Gatwick.
Engines off.
Frequency
So the TFDi stand off. Give me a second. Continue that. 2 hours 34-minute flight time today.
126.825. Thank you. Bye
bye. Turn off the seatbelt sign. Allow passengers to get their freedoms back. Oh, the weather just cleared up, did it? Still cloudy. Not quite raining anymore. External power set. APU off. Turn off the beacons. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Gatwick. Flight time today is now 2 hours and 34 minutes. Temperature outside being 2 degrees centigrade. A little bit damp, a little bit rainy, but ultimately get you into the jet bridge to keep you nice and dry. We thank you for flying with easyJet today. We hope you had a safe and hope you enjoyed the flight with us today. And we do apologise again for the go around. Again, that's due to traffic on the runway. Which you again in the very near future, and we should safe onward travel. Cabin crew, disarm, doors, and cross check. Get the jet bridge connected. And passengers embarking in just a couple of minutes. That's all fine. Enough as well. For passengers, it's PACX, yeah. TFDi design at PACX. Got the terminal interior in Gatwick. We'll disconnect from the Unicom chatter now, so we get more peace for ourselves. Jet bridge connected, or X-Flight's deboarding. And if you look at the report, well, look at the interior, passengers are leaving the airplane, and everyone starts in the airplane in peace, hopefully. Right, let's end the flight. Let's have a look at the report. So, Easy 8518, A321 from Dubrovnik to Gatwick, 2 hours and 33 minutes flight time. Departure was at 1400, right, departure 1377. Planned arrivals 1640, arrived at 1632. 185 passengers, satisfaction 86. 232 landing routes with clock timer 247. Short delay due to go around, that's fine. Quite 30, you can do it at work. I'm leaving the aircrafts, that's all fine. If you want to look at the flight reports in more detail, I'll drop the link in the chat for you. the Firefox window to move. This is IVAO Botran, this is IVAO, not VATSIM. And we'll then stop the replay. As soon as we get the link in chat, we'll then look at the replay and then bring things to an end for today. We are streaming, so the internet's a bit slow right now. Just can't get the... There we go, there's the flight reports URL. Right, we'll disconnect from IVAO. We will load the replay now. So 2021 0131. Flight control replay. 1631. It'll be that one, yes. Right. Open it up and let's watch the replay for landing today. This is the end of stream tap. This is the end of the stream for now. We'll see about the group flight this evening. I mean, it's not been the nicest of chats by any means today. And so, we'll see. It has killed a bit of a mood today, I must admit. But we'll see. The day is still young. I'd like to do it, but I'll have to decide that later. Let the aircraft model load up quickly. The weather has now very much cleared up a bit since we landed. Why is the... Where's the light? Well, where's the airplane model? If that's going to appear anytime soon. Come on, flight control replay. Usually good at this stuff. There we go. Right. Clear the GWS. Got to remember that there's no wing views in this airplane, so we'll just position it with drone cam and get as close as possible for that. There we go. Short final limb. So the scenery is much better now that we've finished flying. Of course the weather will pick up. Otherwise, so far so good. So the aircraft was kind of dipping a bit with the wind, the weather. Ultimately, nice and stable touchdown. Not bad. Not bad. Let's do a replay now from another view. Let's try... I've got a bit of the sunset in the background. Take care, Tap. Talk to you later. How do you taxiway charts? I'll go through it in a second. Here's the approach from the front of the airplane again. Relatively stable. Relatively stable. Oh, there's a replay, Ian. There's a replay. It's definitely not impossible. It's a firm touchdown, but not a bad one by any means given the weather circumstances. Let's do a tail view. There you go, touchdown. And I think for that'll be enough replays today. So that is the end of our stream. Like I say, we'll look into the group flight later, see how things go. Otherwise, thank you all very much for watching. You take care, and I shall see you all later. Now to figure out what's going on with the Discord server. Bye, guys.